Gentlemen! Yeah! This is the place where the lights go bright, the hits go hard, and the calls go legendary! Top shelf play-by-play, every shot, every hit, every home run blast, NHL intensity, MLB madness, hockey battles in the crease, baseball bombs into the night sky. We don't watch the game, we live it. From overtime heartbreak to walk-off chaos, from glove saves to tape snipes. This is the Samwelb12 Experience. Samwelb12. Samwelb12. The loudest reactions, the biggest moments, the best play-by-play on YouTube. No limits.
You're watching
No
Samwelb12.
breaks. All gas. All sports. Play-by-play. Pure energy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch it. Samwelb12.
Samwelb12.
Hey, what's going on, hockey fans? Welcome to the show. We got 6 hours or more of hockey madness coming up for you here this afternoon into the evening. Welcome in. First up, it is game 2 of the Toronto Marlies and the Chicago Wolves. Gonna tear it down before we get to game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Back-to-back games. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a great night. And we're here to have fun, and I hope you're going to hang around for the most of it with us. So welcome in. What's up, 23rd? How's it going? Lala, how's it going? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Steph, what's cooking? Good to see you. Welcome in, Arnold. How's it going? Go Marlies, go. Welcome in, Daniel Barry in the house. Good to have you, TML. And that's right, the Blue Jays and Yankees, they're on right now, and Hoffman is going to be coming into that game. It's all tied at 3s. Going to the 8th. Will the Jays hang on? A big one there. We got a big one here with the Marlies and the Wolves going to tear it down. Game 2. The Wolves looking to equal up this series. And of course, oh boy, the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights tonight. Could Carolina take home the Stanley Cup? Got to give a big congratulations to the New York Knicks, another team that had spent a long time without a championship, taking it down. So good job there. And my goodness, did they party by pretty much burning the city to the ground. So shame on you, Knick fans. I'll go, most of those probably weren't Knick fans, but absolutely crazy. But congratulations to the Knicks on their big win last night. Another come from behinder. That was absolutely crazy. Got back from my folks a little while ago, had a little fun birthday celebration last night. Awesome. Lala. Brendan, what's going on? Welcome in everybody. All right, they're getting ready to come on the ice, so let's get into the lineups. The projected lineups for today's game, much of the same as what we saw just the other day, and these lineups should be huge. These players, oh my goodness, they have been playing great. So as we're going to go through the lineups, welcome in, come on in, everybody. Welcome in. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're hitting those follows and subscribes as well. Now let's jump in to the starting lineups. First, for the Toronto Marlies, and the Marlies going to look to have a big one here tonight. It's going to be Grew with Shaw and Lettieri. He has been absolutely awesome, leading the way in scoring. Cowan with Hames and Forsberg. They were okay in the last game. We got Vallis with Pare and Nylander, and I got to tell you, I was impressed with Pare in the last game. Big time. Hey there, Morgan. Welcome in. We got Sim, Johnstone, and Pizzetta, the line who will knock you back to the 50s. Man, they were hard hitting in the last game. On the defense, it's Thron with Benning, Mermis with Villeneuve and Rafai and Danford. And Danford getting a goal in the last game. He looked really, really good. And it's going to be Akhtiamov going to be in net for the Marlies. Arter has been wonderful in these playoffs, and Akhtiamov is going to get the start here today for Toronto. For the Chicago Wolves, it's going to be Slavin, Suzuki, and Robida. We got Nadeau with Philippe and Rybikin, Vierling with Brindamore and Gunler. And again, Skylar Brindamore and Gunler played really, really good hockey in the last game. On defense, Seeley and Legault, Valkamay, oh my goodness, Valimaki and Fenzor, Nystrom and Cal Foot. And the goaltender tonight, it is going to be Miftkov, who played very good in his last game as well. He was really, really, really solid. So Amir Miftkov going to get the start, and he's been doing his job. I got to tell you, though, from a Chicago standpoint, they played a phenomenal game just the other day. They were skating hard. They looked really good. Nadeau was impressive. Brindamore and Gunler, of course, were good, playing fourth line minutes, but really showing up in a big way. From a defensive side, I mean, they were awesome. Valimaki seemed to be on the ice all the time. He was wonderful. Seeley and Legault as well were good, but Valimaki and Fensmore, I thought, were outstanding in the last game. Suzuki was okay. Robida was buzzing around the net the whole time. And Nadeau, another one of those guys seeming to move the puck everywhere. For the Marlies in the last game, Pare, as I mentioned, he was good. He was really moving. Johnstone was getting involved a lot. He was really looking like he belonged there, and he was making it felt. Cowan and Hames, they were doing okay. You know, they played their part. Grew, Shaw, and Lettieri, though, were outstanding. Lettieri, I mean, my goodness, what more can we say about this guy? He's an absolute monster in these playoffs. Lettieri has been. When we look at the last game, I mean, Nadeau had a goal. Danford had his first. Brindamore had a goal. Pare had a goal. Lettieri had two. He had his 9th and his 10th. So they are just cooking and just doing great. Your team leaders in goals right now, it's Grew with 28, Nadeau with 27. I believe this is regular season. Shaw at 31 assists, Soren with 49 assists. Logan Shaw, I mean, Shaw has been awesome. 54 total points. Kind of leading this team in a big way. Ryan Tvorberg also getting involved in mixing it up. I expect to see a bit more from him here today because he's going to be an important part of this group. Hey, Vibe Check, welcome in. Good to see you. Doing great over here. Hope you are doing well out your way. They're just getting the anthems going on, and then it'll be puck drop time. Time to get it going. Now, last time we were doing the Marlies, we were watching the Marlies, we were talking Argos, we were talking Blue Jays. There was so much going on. Well, right now, at least there's no Argos going on. The Blue Jays are tied at 3s with the Yankees. D. Barnes, how's it going? Marlies game, yes, indeed. Calder Cup final, game 2 between the Toronto Marlies and the Chicago Wolves. So the Marlies won the first one 4-2. It was a very good game. Really, I mean, it was 3-2. They did have that empty net goal, which made it 4. Hey, Mr. Ben, welcome in. Shash, how's it going? Welcome in. Wow, that's a big bet on the money line. Good luck to you. So Vinny Lettieri, somebody we're watching very, very closely. He had 2 last game. Will he keep that? Easton Cowan, he's had a good playoff run here with the Marlies, but didn't really jump out to me in a big way in the last game. I'm hopeful to see more from him here today. Yes, that's right, Mr. Ben. We're doing a double header today. We're going from the Marlies right to Vegas for Vegas and Carolina. And that's right, D. Barnes, UFC tonight as well. I forgot about that. So it is a big night on tap here for a Sunday night. A rainy day in Toronto. If you're in Toronto, it's been pouring all day. You know, it was kind of nice. Go outside, just stand out and listen to the rain. Listen to the sound of the falling rain. Yeah, it was pretty good. Thank you so much, Mr. Ben. I appreciate it. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. All right, anthems wrapping their way up. Special teams had a little bit to do in the last game, but both teams struggling. Just a little bit. Hey, Dallas, how's it going? Where are your frozen peas? That's right. We were on the ice yesterday for a little while. Got to get on the ice, shoot some pucks. So much fun, but holy smokes, can I tell you? I am so out of hockey shape, it's not even funny. The legs are burning, the back is killing, my forearms from shooting so super sore, I could barely carry the stuff in the house. Oh my goodness. Stretching? What's stretching, Dallas? Never heard of it. No, I did not stretch, and that was a big, big mistake. Hey, 954, how's it going? Had the day off. Close enough playing the Pirates. Welcome in, 954. Steph, what's up? Welcome in. Good to see you. All right, we are set and ready to go. The anthems are done. We're going to wait for them to turn the lights on and get ready to drop the puck. And, well, yeah, we'll just move over there now. We'll just move over here now. Why wait? Why wait? Thanks for hitting that subscribe again. Welcome in. Make sure you are hitting that thumbs up, hitting that like button. That is very important for today's stream. It's free, and it is going to help us out. Artur Akhtamov, he's ready to rumble. 12-6 with a 2-1-2 goals against in these playoffs. Oh, we got to change. Caden Primeau is going to get the start today. Caden Primeau is going to be in with his 8-6 record and a 2.58 goals against. So they elected to make the goaltending change, and Caden Primeau gets the start. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Caden Primeau. I was wondering why he wasn't in the last game, but he's going to get a go here today. So Primeau versus Akhtamov, going to be a good one. And I'm sure we'll say his name about 8,000 different ways over the course of the evening. John Gruden, his third season of the Marlies head coach. He's my pick to be the Maple Leafs head coach. Will he be? I'm hoping so. He's done a great job with this Marley squad. We're ready to kick it off. They've come to center ice. Marlies in the whites, the Wolves in the blacks. Let's drop the puck and play some hockey. There it is. Puck is dropped. We are officially underway. It's a scramble back. The Wolves going to come away with first possession here as Legault going to flip it into the Marlies bench. Thanks, Legault. We're trying to get a flow here, and you're just going to flip it out of play right away. All right, so we're going to do it again. We're going to get another face-off coming up right here. It's literally like 5 ticks of the clock came off. Rick, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Let's go. Frostbite, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, Chicago going to win draw number 2, and we are underway as they're going to play it back. Valimashki going to play it up to the red line. Wolves going to dump this one in. They're going to get their first, played around behind the net. Good speed. Suzuki behind the net, coming away with it, trying to get away from Tvorberg. Back to the point. The Wolves, a little head fake, dumping this one just wide, going around to the far side. Robida, he's going to play down for Suzuki. That's cut off there. Marley's trying to work it. Tvorberg had his man tied up. He's battling with Suzuki. Behind the net, still can't get it out. Matt Benning tripped up his man, got lucky, no call. Going to play it back to the line. Wolves, a little stutter step there. Is Fensor going to bring this one in? He steps around his man, trying to get up. Hames trying to tie him up with the stick. That one didn't work. Referee, get out of the way. Fensor going to play this one down again. Chicago buzzing here early, bringing it around to the face-off dot, back to the point. No shot as Valimaki tried to play it off the boards. Now he walks in, dumps it off to the corner in front of the slot with a shot. That one goes just wide. Good setup there by the Wolves, but they could not put it in. Puck comes to Cowan, the Cowboy. His pass is going to get knocked down, picked up now by Hames. He shovels it down the ice, and they're going to go switch it up. Good start here by the Chicago Wolves. And for those that don't know, the Chicago Wolves are indeed the Carolina Hurricanes affiliate. So unbelievable. Carolina has both their NHL and AHL teams vying for a championship. This coming back out Chicago into the Marley zone, playing it around the net, right back behind. Up top, Slaving going to pass it down low. Looking back door, creeping up there with Seeley. They didn't see him. Puck comes back to the point. Long shot. Tipped in and they score. Chicago is on the board first in less than 2 minutes in. This one tipped by Akhtamov, and it goes in for a 1-0 Chicago lead. Oh boy. Legault, I believe, is going to get the goal. Big battles down low. I mean, Chicago dominating the first 2 minutes of play. Legault took the shot. Akhtamov just doesn't see it. Was it deflected? Can't tell if this was a deflection or not. Akhtamov just did not see it at all. So I believe it's going to be a straight in shot. First shot on net And it is a goal. Unbelievable. Oh, Dallas, I'm sure. I believe that. I believe that. Stretching is very important. So it is going to go to Legault right now, his first playoff goal. He had 3 in the regular season, and he's been playing very good hockey. But this seeing eye shot just finds its way in. Oh, goodness. Marley's going to play from behind here early. Face off in the Chicago zone. A little bit of a scrum off the draw. This being played across. Villeneuve's going to keep this one in. Behind the net, Marlies bring it to the corner, trying to bring it towards the front. Still coming around up top. Long swing with a deflection. Pare throwing it in front. Nice play there by Cedric. Chicago getting it out. Pare gonna, well, attempted to put it right back in. Chicago knocks it down. Marley's gonna turn it around. They're gonna back it up as Chicago hits that red line. Dumping it in. Rafai watches it go around. Chicago Wolf player falls, blows a tire, outlet pass. That one doesn't work. Chicago backing it up in their own zone. Valimaki going to turn, play it ahead. This should be an icing call, and it is. So face-off coming up down in the Wolves' side of the ice. So a good job, a redirect in front of the net by the Marlies. Vallis got a stick on it, and he deflected it up and over the shoulder of Primu, but it just also went over the crossbar. So coming very close there. Wolves winning another faceoff. They're winning a lot of draws early here. Going to hop in offside, so Chicago has to tag up. Marley's going to turn, bring it up to the red line. Little backhand in. Little weak there. Didn't get all the way through. Holding it at the line. Now they lost the puck. Chicago going to bring it out. They chip it into the Marlies zone. Backing this one up, Toronto in their own zone. Ben Danford is taking a look. Danford calling out some instructions. Danford looking one way, looking the other. Now he goes back. Whoop, Danford scooting around behind his own net, trying to get free. Has nobody really breaking for him, has to play it off the boards. Chicago going to pick it up, bring this one right back in. Wolves dealing it on the near side. They put it over to the far side. Danford breaking that one up, trying to push it to the blue line, getting some help from Pizzetta. Danford going to back it all the way up now. Is Marshall Rafai going to pick it up in the corner? He gives it away. Coming in, good work by Fenzor. This coming around behind the net. They play it in front. That one can't be shot. Back to the point. Valimaki playing this one in deep. Chicago doing an excellent job dominating the offensive zone again right now. Going to drop it at the line, playing this one down behind side of the net. Valimaki with a shot taken away. Rafai going to flip this one out, and down the ice it comes. Marley's in trouble here early. Chicago pressing. Chicago looking really good. Around behind the net, big hit there by the Marlies. Looking long outlet pass. Here comes Toronto into the zone. Cross ice. Pizzetta all alone. He fans on the shot. Oh, Pizzetta was all alone. What an opening, and he just fanned on it. Oh, my goodness, what a chance. Going in the corner, picking it up is Matt Benning. Going to play it ahead. The Marlies, Johnston going to bring it out, and it comes down the ice. Marley's going to get in here first, beat out the icing. Lettieri trying to center it. That one didn't work. And the Wolves going to send it down, and this will be an icing against Chicago. So face-off coming all the way back. Boy, Pizzetta found himself all alone in a glorious opportunity. Just could not find the handle. Went to shoot and just completely missed the puck. Marley's off the draw. Quick shot. That one's going to go high and wide. Trying to keep this one in around over at the side. Cycling through. Grew shooting. It's knocked down. Rebound. Marley's backhand and Primu is there. Big chance by Logan Shaw. And again, the Marlies can't beat Primu. Akhtiamov going to stop it behind the net. Toronto going to set it up. Low outlet flip by Villeneuve. It's turned around, brought right back in. Akhtiamov giving it to Villeneuve. He's going to drop it behind the net. Grew trying to set a little bit of a temporary screen. Stolen away. Chicago trying to work through. Knocked down with Slavin, and this is going to be out and all the way down the ice. Back to pick this one up is Legault. He's going to turn, head up. He's going to give it a skate. Legault going to bring this up to the red line, dumping it in. Actually hit the player. Toronto the other way. Alex Nylander is going to chip this one in. Nylander coming in on it. Pare is there with them. Little bit of a hit from Pare. Puck isn't cleared. Looking, shooting right on, and Primu with a big save. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, they have a chance, Jonathan. They certainly do. But I tell you, Carolina looked really good in the last game. Hey, Prep, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks, Prep. Long overdue. Very, very long overdue. And they're going to take a commercial break. Good start here from the Chicago Wolves. They know what they need to do. They're sticking with their game plan, and they are moving right now. They are skating very, very, very well. Vegas can't win unless Anderson is in for Carolina. Oh, I see. I gotcha. No, I mean, they can. They absolutely can. They're a solid team, but they gotta find a way of, when Carolina isolated Marner, right? They didn't give Marner any space, and Marner disappeared, and somebody else has to pick up the slack. Somebody else has to do the moving, the playmaking, the setting things up, and they just looked lost in the last game. Vegas did. They played okay. It's not that they didn't play poorly. They just played mediocre, but Carolina, I thought, played a very, very solid game. So they're going to have to do that again here today. Oh, boy. All right, Marlies. Time to go for these Marlies. They're looking a little shaken here early. They got to get up and play hard. Now, this is game 2. The next 3 games will be in Toronto. They do that old school 2-3-2 format. So they do the 2-3-2 format, which is great to see. I personally, I love the 2-3-2 format. It is going back. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen them do this. So pretty cool. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. All right, we're just about ready to come back in here, come back in and get it going. Huh? Hang on one second. I don't know. Something over here is beeping. We got something beeping over here. This at the side, Marlies trying to come out. Marlies need to pick it up. What was it? Oh, this is going to be dumped in. Sorry, we had a walkie-talkie beeping here. Low batteries in the walkie-talkies. Turning around, Chicago, sending this over. Long outlet pass. This is going to be deflected in, and we got a whistle. We got the whistle. Don't you love when you start hearing random beeping? Random beepings in the house? Always love random beeping. Whoopsie daisies. All right, let's go. Just going to move it around. Marley's with it in the corner. Marley's going to try and pull this one out. On the move. Here they come in front. Shot, rebound. Cowan can't put it in. That one is coming close. This trying to move it across. My goodness. Over at the side. Trying to bring it right back out. My gosh, that was so close. So close. Marley's right in there. Center ice is going to come. Here they come. The Wolves again with a shot. That's going to go up high, and it's knocked down. Oh, boy. And we got some pushing and shoving here. Some pushing and shoving. Sim is getting involved. Pizzetta is going to be there as well. The referees look like they're going to separate this and block it up. Legault is going to go to the box. Legault is going to the box. Unbelievable.
You don't see the ball back behind. Here's the shot.
Got to work it here, guys. Marlies got to pick it up. They got to take advantage of some opportunities. So let's see if the Marlies can get in here and go. Sorry, 1 second. All right, here we go. Face off in the Chicago zone. Marley's going to come away with the power play. Let's go. Slavin. Come on, Marlies. Coming through. This is going to play down the ice. Akhtiamov going to set it up. This is going to turn around. Over the line. Marley's bringing it in. Shaw coming through. Shaw flipping it around behind to the point. Villeneuve walking the line. Here's a one-timer that's going to go just wide. Back over on the side. This to the point. Spinning around is Cowan. Cowan playing it down low. 1:18 to go on the power play. Back to Cowan. Cowan trying to slide it through. This reversal. Over back in front. Shaw can't get a stick, and Chicago going to clear this one out. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Welcome in. Captain Canada, how's it going? Marlo, how's it going? They are Captain Canada for sure. This coming around to the point. Villeneuve going across, back up top. He's going to play it in the middle of the ice, trying to feed Cowan. Cowan with it. Cowan cycling around, working, trying to escape his man. He does. Comes low, kicks it back to the point. Over to Forsberg. Little shoot. Knocked down. Rebound is there. Primo comes across with a big save. This is picked up by Chicago. Chicago on the move. Shorthanded, 2-on-1. Here's the pass. They shoot and put it just wide. Holy smokes. Forsberg going to pick it up. He's going to look to move forward. Here come the Marlies crossing the blue line, dropping it off. Nylander playing in the middle of the ice. Toronto coming right up the gut and losing the handle right in front. Oh, coming so close. Picked up. Marlies turning, shooting. Pare. That one doesn't go. In Chicago picking it up. 3, 2, 1. Power play has expired. Here's a long shot. It's deflected up and at a play. Hey, Bruce, how's it going? They certainly could. And thank you so much, Bruce. They absolutely could take this one. 9:55 to go, first period. And they're going to go to commercial break. A rainy day, no place you'd rather be. Cheers, Sam. I have not forgotten. Oh, it's all good, Rick. It's all good. The laptop in the shop until Tuesday, and my account is on there. Using the phone, using Sandy's phone. Rick, at least Sandy's letting you use the phone. I hope she's not making you do extra chores. I'm feeling great, Lisa. Thank you so much. Hey, Thomas, those extra couple of days to let my voice heal up was great. Makes a huge, huge, huge difference. So thank you so much. Yeah, it was a little touch and go there for a little bit. It was a little touch and go. But we are back. We're ready to rock. And man, I'm looking forward to this series. I'm looking forward to this series a lot. It's not going to be easy for the Marlies. That is for sure. They're going to have to really work at it. Chicago seems to have their number here early, but they're finding a way. And that's all they can do. They just got to push. Just got to push. For the Marlies, skating is one thing, shots going to be the other. Hey, Machine, yeah, big game tonight. We're going to be there tonight as well. The Canes and the Knights. Will it be the Canes' day for destiny? It's going to be an exciting one for sure. All right, let's see. So again, Akhtiamov coming across, doing a good job. Got a little lucky here as Chicago fan on the shot coming through. Slavin was right there wide open. The puck came and he just hopped over his stick as he swiped through it. So Chicago really is out skating Toronto here so far. All right, face off in the Marlies side, 9:55 to go, first period. 6 scoring chances for Toronto, 3 for Chicago, but I think Chicago's 3 might have been 3 better chances. Gonna flip this one down. Marlies trying to hustle it into the corner. Sim in there with a bit of a bump, trying to play it back to the point, comes across, swinging it over to this side. Danford throwing it towards the net. Pizzetta was there, didn't see it. And now Pizzetta takes it away. He shoots it wide, glove side. Held in at the point on the other side. Spinning around is Rafai. Rafai off the boards, putting it deep. They're going to cycle it down. Marley's coming around. Whoop, going back the other way. Sim going left, going right, trying to shake off his man. Finally, his man just hauls him down, and puck is going to go over the head of Danford and all the way down the ice. And this is going to be an icing call against Chicago. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You're the cure for sore hawk. Have chicken parm. Sounds good, Dallas. Maybe not tonight. We're not going to have a. We're going to be having a liquid dinner tonight. So we're going to be streaming for all the way through. We might get a little break between games, but maybe not. All right, off the draw, Marley's going to play this back behind, or Chicago going to play it back behind. Valimaki going to send it down all the way down the ice. No icing this time. Benning is there trying to chip it around. Comes to the line. It does come out. Marley's racing. Can't get there. Chicago going to win that race for the puck. Wolves turning around, going to the net. Here comes the feed. The tip is not there. Skylar Brindamore looking good early. Marley's going to put it to the middle of the ice. Here they come. Lettieri putting it across. Backhand, forehand. They score! The Marlies even it up. It's going to be Bo Grew who puts it in with a Lettieri setting him up. What a play! And the Marlies are on the board. What a great goal here. I don't know. When they were coming in, I'm like, there's no way Grew has room. He's got to pass this one over. But boy, oh boy, did he find a way. Knocked down, a little flip, a little backhand, forehand, and he somehow, did he get it up over the glove or did he go between the legs? He goes short side, just over the glove. What a nice play. And it was an even better pass by Lettieri. That was a sweet one. Absolutely a sweetie. Hey, Zachary, how's it going? 1-1 here. 8.5 left to go, period number 1. Chicago going to bring it into the Toronto zone. Suzuki feeding this one across to Cal Foot. Foot going to play it down for Nadeau. It's taken away. Marley's doing a good job defensively there. Going to bring it up over the line. Tvorborg jumping it off. Back to Tvorborg. He's looking for Cowan. Cowan is turning away from the puck. Now Tvorborg continue to go. Cowan getting into that open slot. Pass doesn't come. They go to the point instead. Sending it around. Misses Cowan. Chicago going to bring it up the near side. Up to Nadeau. He gets it to the red line. A little backhander down. It's brought down by Danford. Danford going to carry this one in over the line. Holds up. Tries to get it over to Nylander. That one doesn't work. And the Wolves going to get it out. Marshall Rafai has to back up with it. Rafai going to play it up the middle now. Feeding it back. Marley's in their own end, kind of using that net for a shield. And now they're going to start to move forward. Sometimes a few steps back to go forward. Danford trying to play it in, had it blocked. This pass connects, though. In is Nylander off the boards to the point. Here's a big shot. Good save by Primu. I think that was Rafai that stepped into that. Danford going to play this over to Nylander. Nylander spinning around in the corner. Long outlet pass. It's going to be tipped in. Primu going to stop that at the side of the net and then elects to hang on to it with his blocker as Toronto was cruising on in. Vallis was right there coming in on the side of the net, so Primeau had to be sharp. This one, I thought he maybe, Primeau, the last shot, thought it got him in the shoulder. It looks like it hit him in the mask. But Caden Primeau, he's been okay. He's been A-okay. Following a loss in these playoffs, he's a 4-1 record, which is pretty darn sharp. Shaw's going to come in and take the draw. He won it, but it goes right to Chicago. Chicago going to turn this one around. Ryabkin going to play it up. Now it comes back to Shaw as the Marlies turn it right back into the zone. Marlies picking up the intensity. Grew back to Shaw, back to Grew. Battling in the corner. It's going to come free, and the Wolves going to stop and turn. And so I said earlier that their jerseys were black. I think they might actually be maroon. Turning around behind the net is Valimaki. Valimaki has been awesome. Hey, Alan, thanks for the subscribe. Welcome in. Valimaki backing up again. He's looking one way, being watched here by Landon Sim. They're going to pass it to the far side and up down the ice. And Toronto just picks it up. Trying to turn and move it quickly. Long breakout pass going to be tipped in, but it's going to hop up and over the glass. So with 6:20 to go, first period, we're going to get a little break in the action, a little pause here. And it is a maroon jersey. It is a maroon colored jersey, not a black. But it is nice. All right, Marlies. Time to pick it up. Off the draw, going to kick this one back. You can see usually the little widgets are so far ahead of our call. Today, they're just so far behind. Back in the corner. Toronto going to pick this one up. Here comes Villeneuve going to play it ahead. Marlies swipe it down into the corner. Sim going to come in, gets run into the end boards here by Legault. Sim still battling down low, still working in there with the stick. Good job here by this line. Pizzetta comes buzzing in. He can't get the puck in Chicago, sending it down the ice again. Another icing call. Lots of icing call. Thanks, Prep. It's hard from afar. From the far shots, they look like black jerseys. Go Marlies, go. Marlies have a 10-3 shot advantage here. 10-3. Crazy. After a good start from Chicago, it's been all Marlies. Off the draw, Marlies going to win this, but it's going to come out past the Thrun. He's going to play it up the middle. Here comes Toronto. Right up the gut was Cowan, but in the corner was Tvorberg. He got pressed down, and so it's an offside call. But Cowan had a clear lane to the net. Oh, that would have been something. I was like, goal differentials, Marlies plus 14 in the playoffs. They've been so strong, Jonathan. They've looked so great. It's good to see a Toronto team having some playoff success. Yeah, take it for what it's worth. As you're coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us. Thank you kindly and welcome to the show. Oh, and in the top of the ninth, the Yankees have picked up a couple of runs. It's 5-3 New York in the top of the ninth. So the Blue Jays need to get some outs here and see if they can have a big bottom of the inning. They're going to make a pitching change as Tommy Nance going to come in to replace Braden Fisher. So the Blue Jays getting themselves in a little bit of trouble here. Marlies' next game right now is slated for Tuesday. Tuesday. So they will have Monday off, Tuesday, and if there is Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Final, that will be Wednesday. So we got Tuesday and potentially Wednesday for hockey. It's hard to believe the hockey calendar is coming to an end. Absolutely wild. It has been an unbelievable season. just hard to believe it's coming to an end. All right, we're coming back. 5:40 to go, period number 1. The Cowan line back on. Going to be taking on the Nadeau line. Linesman is going to wave Luke Hames out of the face-off circle. Cowan going to come in to take it. And he loses it. Chicago going to win this draw back into their own zone. Over on the far side, playing towards the middle. Here comes Chicago. Long outlet pass is going to be tipped in. Cut off there, and we got a penalty. We got our first penalty of the game, and this is going to be an interference call. This will be against the Marlies. Kind of a bad play here by Henry Thron as he had a lane to the puck. And as he's going for it, he kind of leans his shoulder into the Chicago player. And that's going to be an interference call, and no need for that one at all. Mega, let me check. Let's see here. I don't, Mega, but I can look into it. I'll look into it for you. That's coming back to the line. Chicago now on the power play. Cycling it around, back to the point. Gonna go near side. Here's a quick shot. Nadeau blocked down by Akhtiamov. This gonna come around and come out. Good save there by the Toronto Marley goaltender. Looking good. Chicago setting it up in the neutral zone. Not good passing here by Chicago. Thanks, Mega. Over the line, going to put this one across. Dumped in, cross ice. Going to be chipped in the corner, coming around. Chicago setting it up. Robida down low to the point, bringing this one across. Suzuki playing it up top. Centering it across, coming right in front. Akhtiamov is down, and Chicago scores a power play goal. Noah Philp, I think, is going to get credit for the goal. A broken play, and Akhtiamov comes way out to challenge. Yeah, going no hat today. We got the hat here, though. We got the hat here if we need be. But we're going no hat today. Letting the head breathe. Jordan coming in with the cake. Thank you, Jordan. So Philip, nice job. Robida doing a good job. Akhtiamov comes way out to challenge. And the problem is the initial shot is knocked down. And because it was knocked down and Akhtiamov come way out to challenge, he was in no man's land. So a bit of a defensive breakdown. For the Marlies, and Chicago buries it, and they're up 2-1. 4:15 to go. Going to play it up. Marlies in the neutral zone, turning it over. Danford trying to scramble back. Wolves putting it across. Here's a big blast. Huge save by Akhtiamov. They can't clear. To the point again. Shoveling this one around. Chicago, all of a sudden, they've come storming back. They're all over the place. Cal Foot going to knock it out. Wolves have to regroup. They're going to start to move. Hey, Jeff, welcome in. Over at the side, Marlies trying to play this one up into the Chicago zone. Caden Premu comes out. Going to play this over to the corner for Seeley. Turning it around. Here comes Legault. Long pass tipped in. Marlies going to race back. Benning is here turning around. Hey, Henry, how's it going? Welcome in. Captain Canada, what's up? It was a pretty bad. It was questionable. I mean, it was a penalty. He stepped into the guy before he got to the puck. I mean, it is what it is, unfortunately. This coming around. Hey, Rick, let's not talk about them in our chat, please. Rick, he bullied me and attacked me on social media. Please do not talk about him in my chat. He's an absolute lowlife. He's an absolute lowlife who verbally assaulted me on social media. So please do not put that scumbag's name in my chat. And if you guys want to support him, you can go support him. That's fine. You can go do what you want. But do not put his name in my chat. This is going to be played up and down the line. This down around in the corner. Trying to work it around. This down around behind. To the line. It's going to come out. Trying to, oh yeah, Rick. It was bad. Like really bad. I blocked him on everything. Trying to bring it across. Taken away by Shaw. Shaw trying to get it out. He cannot. Thanks, BD. This is going to be played up. That's okay, Lisa. Listen, it happens, right? It happens. How I'm going to play this one up. We're not going to get into it. Turning it around. Rick, I'll fill you in one day. Turning it around. This playing back up top. Benning is going to clear. It's knocked out. Chicago going to take a penalty. Akhtiamov had to race back. He was going to the bench. Delayed penalty coming up to Chicago. Turning around. Here comes the Marlies. Marlies on the move. Putting this one across. Over the line. Trying to come up, spin around, trying to center it. And that's finally touched up. So with 1:15 to go in the first period, we got a penalty coming up. Penalty coming up. So Marley's going to go back to the power play. All right, Marlies, let's go. Time to get even before the end of the period. They're pretty good at scoring towards the end. They're a pretty good last-minute team, so let's see if they can even this one up. High stick. Fensmore got to stick up in the face here of Tvorberg. So it is for sure a high stick call. Chris, that's funny. I love some ice cream. I went and had a late night ice cream last night. Off the draw. It's a scramble in front. Going to come to the end boards. Chicago trying to pick it up and move it. They're going to get this one out. Chicago racing this one across. Over the line. Seeley just shooting it on, and that's going to be kicked aside. Last minute of play. Last minute of play. Marley's going to play this one back. Here they come. Over the line. Swinging it over. Shaw. He's coming down low. Plays it to the middle of the ice. Chicago can intercept. Chicago on the move. 3-on-2. Short-handed. Coming up. Poked away. Toronto going to turn. They have them caught. Over comes Lettieri. He's going to play it back. Cowan shooting. Great save by Primu. Taking it off the shoulder. Holy smokes. Playing this down low. Another shot is deflected high. And that's going to go into the netting as the net comes off as well. Lettieri comes over, and there's some aggressive conversations taking place in front of the net, shall we say. As Cal Foot is in there, kind of giving Lettieri a shove. But a great little stick here to poke it away. Lettieri turning, bringing it up. He had Shaw with him. They dropped it off. The shot was made. How did Shaw end up in the net? Cowan came around. Shaw at the side is pushed in by Foot. So, wow, Primu is on one today. He is looking phenomenal. He is looking great. I don't sell ice cream. I wish I did. Why we try not to keep it in the freezer. Because if we don't have it, we won't eat as much. Marlies winning it back to the point. 22 seconds to go. Here's a snapshot. Knocked down, empty net, trying to pull the trigger. Pare couldn't get it. We got a broken stick here on the ice. Another penalty is being called. And it's going to be Ryan Forberg who's going to get it. The slash that breaks the stick. He's going to go to the box. That's going to negate the rest of the power play. We're going to get a little 4-on-4 here to end the first period. Just some bad decisions here. Just slashes the blade of the stick. Just the bottom part of the stick right before it goes into the blade, and it snaps. So a little 4-on-4. We've seen a lot of broken sticks here. A lot of broken sticks already in this game and last game. At $500 a pop, my goodness. Off the draw. This is going to be played around. Chicago takes it away, trying to come in front. Marlies interfere enough to not allow that to happen. Swinging it around, 5 seconds to go. This is going to be cleared up. Big hit. Marlies hanging on to it. Shaw with it, and the horn is going to go. This period comes to an end. Holy smokes. And we got some more hooting and hollering, and here comes a whole bunch of stuff. Right off the bench. Was he off the bench? Did Mermis just come off the bench to this pile? We got a couple of shots. Grew getting a shot, and Mermis was getting some shots. Referees are going to separate this all now, telling people to get stepping, get over to their locker rooms. Right at the buzzer, this crowd came right over. Nadeau is still chirping. If Mermis came off the bench. No, he did not. Okay. I didn't see him on behind the camera, and I'm like, if Mermis came off the bench to get involved, that's big trouble. That's big trouble. All right, period has come to an end. 2-1 Chicago after 20 minutes of play. The Marlies were leading them 10-3 in shots. At the end of the period, it ends up being 12-8. So the Chicago Wolves stormed back. Your goal scorers in the first period, it was Legault from Slavin and Gunler, Grew from Lethierry, and Philippe from Robida and Nadeau. So a good period from Chicago. They were all over it there. The Wolves looking really, really, really good. Let's just flip over. And the Blue Jays game is now done. Wow, the Yankees end up beating Toronto 8-3. The Yankees scored 5 runs in the top of the 9th inning. 5 runs in the top of the 9th inning. Wow, that is just really, really bad. So the Blue Jays go down swinging here today. Woof. First intermission, and boy, oh boy. We are going to preview the Knights and Hurricanes. That one is coming up in about 3 hours' time, 8 o'clock here tonight. Chicago and the Marlies. Interesting first period. The Marlies looked a little flat as Chicago came out, really working the puck around. They scored 2 minutes in. Hey, Henry, how's it going? They scored 2 minutes in, and then the Marlies kind of were pushing hard. Marlies came back and looked good before giving up that third goal late in the period with about 4.5 minutes left. So it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Here comes the sandpaper. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was a wild one. Hopefully the Marlies, they'll bounce back. They're resilient, but we can't count out the Chicago team. Good. I'm doing great, Henry. Thank you so much. I'm doing very, very good. Very, very good. Steph, I can't believe it, right? Hey, CNL. That is absolutely crazy. They were in it, right? And the Yankees, just a huge 9th inning. Go Canes. Lisa, I want the Canes as well. I want the Canes to win as well. Hey, Candace. Marlies came back and won Friday. They can do it again. Yes, they absolutely can. They absolutely can. And so it's going to be super exciting to see what the Marlies can do. What kind of chutzpah, shall we say, they have. What kind of guts they have. The Marlies are a a hard fighting team. They absolutely have the talent that they can do this. I mean, Grew, we know what Grew can do. He has that first goal. We saw him with the Maple Leafs. He really can grind it out and bang and crash. Need to see a lot more from Easton Cowan. Again, I feel like Cowan is just kind of floating around. Really need to step up and see more from Easton Cowan in this game. Didn't think he had a great last game. I expect to see more from him. Lettieri living up to what we expected for sure. Want to see a little more from Alex Nylander as well. Got a few touches, but not much. The second goal they scored, I mean, just not a good goal here from defensively from the Marlies. A little bit of a breakdown. Akhtiamov coming out to face the shot. The shot gets knocked down and the puck comes right in front, and there's no chance for Akhtiamov to recover and come across in time. Now, he has been awesome in these playoffs. He has been absolutely solid. 12 wins, 6 losses, 1 shutout, a 219 save percentage and a 925. Sorry, a 219 goals against and a 925 save percentage. He's only 6'2", and he has been incredible. He's looking really, really sharp, and he's starting to make some people talk, what the Maple Leafs are going to do. It's not even July yet, and you can't wait for the Leafs. I'm right there with you, Lisa. I'm right there. I cannot wait. I want to see what they're going to do. Who we're going to decide on as a coach for starters. We know pretty much, their number 1 draft pick is locked in since they all but told him they're going to be selecting him. So we kind of know who that number 1 pick is going to be. What other defensive moves? And I think for me, that's the biggest piece of the puzzle is what defensive moves they're going to make because of all the no move clauses. That's the biggest area they need to fix. I think we have a lot of talent up front. We can score goals. We need a defensive game. Our defensive game is in trouble. And I think that's where we need to get it working. Yeah, Henry, who will that coach be? That's the $1 million question. We know they're talking to a ton of people. I really like what this Marlies coach John Gruden has been doing with this squad. He's been here for 3 years now. Obviously kind of taking over when the Maple Leafs hired the last Marley coach to step up. But I would like to see him get a chance. I think he'd be good with the young kids, good with the developing kids. Obviously, the Marlies have some good strategy that's working. Certainly be interesting. And yeah, Lisa, I think it's going to be a much better year. A much better year. And it's going to be awesome to see. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. We hope, right? Everything is pointing in that direction. Obviously, the next 2 months are really going to dictate. The Leafs, they can make some moves, make some trades. They got to not clear out cap necessarily, but they just have to be smart about any potential trades they make. If they turn around and make that trade, like we heard Darnell Nurse requested a trade out of Edmonton, if all of a sudden they do some kind of stupid trade and pick up Darnell Nurse, I'll be very upset. I'll be very disappointed. Apparently, Edmonton offered Darnell Nurse to Toronto in exchange for Morgan Riley earlier this season before the trade deadline, and Toronto said no, they were not interested. So that is a good good seeing, good thing that they've denied that trade already a couple of times. Apparently Edmonton asked several times about doing that trade and bringing Darnell Nurse over. So I'm very happy that did not take place, because for me that would, oh man, I would be so disappointed. So disappointed. Darnell Nurse is definitely not the type of player they need to bring in. Oh boy. All righty. So, if we look at this Marlies roster, and we kind of talked about it in the past, previously, there's not a lot of room for some of these guys to come up. Like we know, obviously, Easton Cowan is going to be there. Chances are extremely high Bo Grew is going to be back and he's going to be there. It should have happened. I would have laughed. Oh, Mega, you would have laughed. I would have cried. It would have been so sad. We know Bo Grew. I mean, he should. Grow and Cowan should definitely be back with the Maple Leafs this upcoming year. There's a lot of good defense here, and I don't think Ben Danford is ready for an NHL starting spot, but he'll probably be with us for the preseason, and he'll be one of the last to be sent back down. So expect Ben Danford to have a big camp next year. I feel bad for guys like Marshall Rafai and William Villeneuve because there just isn't a lot of room. Now, Dakota Mermis will probably go up, and again, Dakota Mermis probably won't get a whole lot of playing time. But guys like Rafai and Villeneuve, I think, it'd be nice for them to get their day, them to get their opportunity. So defensively, I think that's the biggest area the Maple Leafs can improve in. Obviously, Brendan Carlo, he's kind of one of the top guys on my hit list that needs to be traded or sold or gotten rid of. Morgan Riley kind of up there as well. And those are the two guys the Maple Leafs need to figure out how to move along. That would be important. King watching it here in Toronto, watching on Sportsnet here in Toronto. So yeah, those would be the big moves that are super important. Everything else will kind of fall into place, and I think that'll be a-okay. But this Marley team, they're looking for a good little run here. Reading some of the reports online is they were not expected to get to this point. They were expected to win a round, maybe two, but not expected to be here fighting for the Calder Cup. So the way the Marley games go is it's going to be today, then Tuesday, then Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. So those are the next string of games coming up. And hopefully, my goodness, hopefully they can and will be big-time games. I never realized, do you know if it's East-West Pacific? I'm watching it on Ontario, King, Ontario. Yeah, they just did a deal kind of last minute to make it happen, which is awesome. I'm so happy that they were able to do that and accommodate, because there's so many people that were hoping to get out and have a chance to watch. So very, very, very cool. Great job of Sportsnet and Flow Sports to make it happen. Now, Flow Sports is the place to watch all of the action. Flow Sports is the place to watch it all. So if you're a minor hockey sports fan, Flow Sports is the place to be. So yeah, but that is a paid subscription. But I'm happy, very happy that they're putting this one out. So thank you, Sportsnet and Flow Sports, for doing that. All right, that's it. Anyone want all year long hockey? AHL is ongoing in Australia, August 23rd to 30th, 40% Canadian players. There you go, Jonathan. AHL is the best. It is the best. Hey, Kevin, what's going on? Welcome in. It is awesome. AHL hockey is phenomenal. We go down to a couple Marley games every year. We were looking to go down to a playoff game. The prices are great. Really good prices to get in and go hang out at the Coca-Cola Coliseum. But because of some prior commitments, there was only one date that worked for us. And we were hemming and hawing. And then I said, yeah, you know what? We're going to be here and we're going to stream for everybody. So we're going to be here for all you all. But they're going to have a chance, right? 3 games in Toronto, going to be a lot of fun. Now, it is busy down there because the Coca-Cola Coliseum, if you've never been down to the CNE grounds, it is right next door to BMO Field. So right next to the soccer stadium where the World Cup is taking place. So it is a busy, busy time down there with all the road closures and stuff going on. Obviously, it's not an event day, so not as much craziness, but it is still very, very busy down around the CNE Stadium. It is a cool place. If you've never been down there, it is a cool place, and I happen to like the Coca-Cola Coliseum a lot. It reminds me very much of an older building. There it is, 50 to 120 tickets now, which is an unbelievable price. We saw earlier tickets second row at the Glass were like $70, right? At the Glass was $70. I think those are all sold now. You can find a few singles or pairs scattered around the lower level, but yeah, great prices, really good prices. And Coca-Cola Coliseum is a lot of fun. Yeah, it is very much like an old school style building. They took the old stables from the CNE grounds and renovated it. Yeah, the Toronto Tempo playing there now too. And it's perfect for that. It is absolutely perfect for that. It's also really good once in a while when WWE comes to town for their smaller shows, they'll go there instead of the Scotiabank Arena. There is not a bad seat in the house. Whether you're going for the Marlies, the Tempo, or another sporting event, all the seats are really, really good seats. It's one of the better buildings we've been to. A lot of the minor league teams, some of the buildings are kind of meh. Some of them are okay, but this is one of the best by far. They've done a really good job. They got some good food options in there as well. Your regular stadium food, hot dogs, nachos, stuff like that. But you can get, they have poutineery in it, Smokes Poutineery. It was in there. I don't know if it's still in there, but they have some cool choices. All right, let's get set. Period number 2 coming up. What do the Marlies have to do in period number 2? Well, they're shooting the puck. That's not their problem. Defensively, they have to tighten it up. Chicago, they are flying right now. Chicago is moving really, really, really well. And Toronto needs to tighten up defensively. They need to be able to stop the rush and slow them down. So that is going to be really interesting. And score, Candace. That's right. Score. Ultimately, the end goal. Ultimately, where you want to get. But you got to tighten up defensively to not allow such good scoring opportunities. The end of the period there, Chicago was coming in, and Toronto just made one too many mistakes in their own end. But the Chicago Wolves, they're impressive. I mean, for good reason, right? They're here. We're in the championships. You expect both these teams to be outstanding, and they certainly have been, no doubt about it. Akhtiamov letting in 2 goals on 8 shots. Not great numbers there. Caden Premu letting in 1 on 12. So hopefully Akhtiamov will button things down. He hasn't given up more than 2 goals too often in this playoff run, so should be neat to see how this one plays out. But Grew and Legault got this one started early, and it's Philip who put them ahead. So Shaw and Valimecki each with a couple of shots. But come on, Marlies. They're going to take the last commercial break before period number 2. Then we'll be getting right back in there. And immediately, well, shouldn't say immediately following this game. Following this game, could be half an hour, could be an hour, depends on when it ends. We will have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. Some pretty sweet hockey. Pretty sweet hockey coming up tonight. Hopefully Carolina can do it. I'll be so excited. So excited if the Canes can bring it home. I'm torn though, right? As much as I'd love to see it, I don't want it to end. Don't want it to end. Would love to see game 7, but holy smokes, game 7 gets crazy. And the last thing you want is a controversial call to end it, right? You do not want to see a controversial call end the whole thing. That would just be bad. All right, let's bring this up here. Let's see here. One second. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's get ready for period number 2. Like the Marley to collect a few more points. Yeah, absolutely. Have not watched. Candace, you haven't watched any NHL. Oh my goodness. These playoffs, there have been some absolutely epic matchups. There's been a lot of good hockey played. And I'm super excited to see how it's going to play out. Hey, Joe. Vegas Night Hatter alert. It's going to be a fun one. Got your championship towel going. Let's go, Marlies. Got the towel waving. I love it. They did a nice job with those towels, Rick. I saw you posted earlier. They did a really nice job. Very clean, very clean. But I'm glad the Marlies are getting some respect. Very excited for it tonight. Vegas will be rocking. Absolutely, it'll be rocking tonight. It is going to be a big party. If Vegas can pull off the win tonight, oh man, they're going to be exploding. Die hard. All right, let's see here. Scoring chances were even 6-6. Faceoffs won. 14 faceoffs won by Chicago, only 8 won by Toronto. 7 turnovers, Toronto, only 4 Chicago. So those are numbers. Faceoffs and turnovers, Toronto has to do a much better job at. Charles, yes, indeed, we'll be streaming the game tonight as well. Following this game, it could be over. Well, it won't be over by 6, maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock. So we might have an hour or so to go. Looks like there's an ice issue in the crease. So the Chicago ice crew are on trying to patch up, fix kind of the crease area of one of the nets. And it looks like it's the net where Toronto is going to be defending here in this second period. So the ice crew is there. I love all the equipment they use, the water bottles and the pucks. They put some snow down, they spray it with the water, and they pat it down with the puck. That's right. Thank you, Ms. D. That's right. Yeah, little double dipping here tonight. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Oh, no, Matt, this is the Toronto Marlies of the AHL. The AHL, so they're the NHL affiliate team. They are definitely not in Cancun. I tell you that much. All right, they're going to get this fixed up. We got a couple of Marlies in the box here. So referees are having a conversation with the goaltender, making sure the crease is okay. Scraping up some more ice, still trying to pat it down and put it together. So Brindamore and Skylar Brindamore, Carolina connection. And as well as Jacob Slavin and Josiah Slavin. Apparently they're brothers. I was wondering the connection. So there you go. The Slavin brothers playing here. One in the pros. Well, both in the pros. One in the bigs, one in the minors. Hope our young Bucks can show the big league how it's done. Absolutely. Wouldn't that be sweet? 1,000 Swords. How's it going? I don't know if I'm going to, I might have it on in the background while we're watching the Carolina game tonight. All right. They got the ice ready. Face off at center ice. And the Wolves going to win another face off to start the period. Here we go. Back at it. Here comes Chicago turning back at the red line. It's 4-on-4 for 30 more seconds. And then Chicago will have an abbreviated power play. Going to work this one up, playing it up over the line into the zone. Chicago going to send this one down low. Trying to bring it along the board. Chicago trying to come out from the corner. That one doesn't work. Taken away by Grew. 15 seconds to go in 4-on-4. Long pass for Lettieri. He spins out, and that's going to be an icing call. Hoping Toronto wins. Canada, no teams have been doing good. Yeah, 1,000 Swords. They need to get going. Blue Jays were close today. They won yesterday, but couldn't get it done today. A big comeback win by the Yankees in the Bottom of the ninth, or top of the ninth, excuse me, they scored 5. All right. Face off back in the Marlies zone. That Grew set to take it again. Scramble on the draw. They're going to say, no. Got to do it again, folks. Linesman is having some words here. Now he drops it. Chicago wins us back to the point. 4-on-4 action. The Wolves backing it all the way up. 5 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Chicago going to turn now on the move. Here come the Wolves. Long shot. That's going to be high and deflected off the blocker. Akhtiamov into the netting. So that should do it with the 4-on-4. We want a Lettieri goal. Oh, yeah, Jonathan. He's been awesome. He's been so good in these playoffs, coming across really well. So good job by Akhtiamov to redirect that one at a play. So another face-off coming up here. 55 seconds on the Chicago power play. Now that the 4-on-4 is over, Shaw going to hammer it around the boards. And this one comes all the way down the ice. Caden Primu, the goaltender here for the Chicago Wolves, going to start the play, working it up. That's turned over, and the Marlies bringing it up. Short-handed, chipped in here by Pare, and they're going to try to bring the puck towards the front of the net. Over in the corner, another broken stick. That's like the 8th one today. Holy smokes. Chicago bringing it in the zone, setting it up. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Bringing it down low is Gunler. He's going to work this one along the boards. Plays it deep, gets it returned, looking towards the point. Going to feather it back there. Here's a long shot. Akhtiamov sees it. I'm going to hang on to it as Fensor going to send this one in. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Yes, it was so long overdue. So long overdue. So we're glad to finally get that one done. All right, we got 4 seconds left on the Chicago Wolves power play. Shots now 12-9. Off the draw, Marley's going to play this one back. Taking the shot, it's blocked. They can't get it out. Down in the corner, now they're going to send this the length of the ice. Chicago turning, bringing it up. We're to 5-on-5 hockey. Puck comes to the middle of the ice. Marley's going to put it in the corner, reverses it. Nobody there. Akhtiamov putting the stick down, blocking that pass out from behind the net. Great little pass there. John Stone can't clear. This shot goes high and wide, and that's going to come all the way back. Chicago with it in their own end. Going to back this one up. Turning around, Chicago trying to get it ahead. A little bit of a reverse hit. Cowan can't move it. And here come the Wolves over the line. Little give and go. Trying to break in defensively. The Marlies tying up sticks. Cowan, a little poke there. Got to be stronger, Easton Cowan. This is going to be tipped around. Forberg there. Getting a little bit of a help from Ben Danford. They still can't clear. Danford is without a stick. It comes right in the high slot. Turning around, going for the backhand. Then try to pass it to the point. Cowan broke that one up. This one's still with it in the corner. Phillip, he's spinning around. Sends it to the point. Going to send it all the way across. No shooting. Nice little spin around move. They're going to bring this one low, coming all the way around the net. Akhtiamov is down. The shot comes through. It's blocked. Another shot. Another block. Akhtiamov sliding across. It doesn't come towards the net. And this one comes out and all the way down the ice. Holy smokes. Big effort. Huge effort. Turning this one around, the Marlies in the corner, trying to stand up their man. The Wolves kind of working around the Marlies zone way too easily right now. Marlies definitely have to be more aggressive. Coming right out in front in the slot with a shot is deflected high. As Gunler was right there, and thank goodness. Thank goodness there was a Marley player there to deflect it as ready. Good work. Get a chant going, Sam. When I say, let's go Marlies, we amend the chant to say, we want the cup. Rick, I don't know how well that will work. Hey, Beth, how's it going? Beth, it is actually on Sportsnet here today. Hey, Joshua, I'm watching on Sportsnet on, I think it was Ontario. One of the sports nets. Chicago winning this draw again, bringing it through, wrapping it around. This is played out and all the way down the ice, and that is another icing call. We want the cup. There it is. Rick and Lisa have it going on. Candace is in there. Love it. That's so funny. Love it. Love it. All right. Marley's coming over. Off the draw, going to win it back. Trying to race over here. Sloppy passing. Thrun trying to bring it around. He cannot. Robota comes over. Benning is still tied up in the corner. Chicago cycling it around. Has the pocket picked. Sending it around behind the net all the way down. It's picked up, and here comes Toronto. Thrun centers it, breaking free. Toronto, oh, he fan on it. Rebound, putting it wide. And it's a penalty shot. Penalty shot for Alex Nylander. Penalty shot. Nylander was in all alone. A nice pass. And he slows up, and the hook comes in, a little whack on the hands, enough to push the stick. And he lost it. And the little poke check gives it right to Thrun, and he shoots it wide. So here we go. Penalty shot. Oh, could be, Beth. Could be. Oh, my goodness, Joshua. So here we go. Nylander on the penalty shot. Crosses the blue line on the near side. Curling towards the middle. Deke scores! Scores on the penalty shot. Alex Nylander tucks it home. Caden Premu bit hard, and Nylander with ease dekes it around him to tie this game up. Oh, what a dangle. What a nice play. The Chicago announcers are losing their minds that it was called a penalty shot. A great penalty shot. My goodness, the Chicago announcers are going off. Terrible refereeing, they're saying. How is that a penalty shot? Terrible refereeing. These guys are horrible. That's funny. The Chicago announcers losing their minds. Here come the Marlies again, stopping, fanning on it. Behind the net, trying to play this one around. Mark Johnstone sends it all the way back. Villeneuve, he's going to work it up. Mermis banking it off. It's so funny to listen to them. That was better than the shootout goal. The ref, you suck chants are coming out. When you have a breakaway, anytime you get the stick in on the hands, it's going to be called. And it was a clear-cut breakaway. This bobbling coming free. Chicago going to put it back down in the corner. Rafai going to pick it up. Rafai flipping this one out. Pizzetta trying to dangle it in. He does, but it's offside. Now let's get the lead. Yeah, exactly, you Chicago announcer. You just said it. The Chicago announcer goes, what a terrible call. He pushed his hand. Yes, Chicago announcer. He had a breakaway, and he took his stick, and he pushed his hand. That's a penalty shot. Anytime you put the stick on your hand, it's a penalty shot. Well, not anytime it's a penalty shot, but it's a penalty. Anytime on a scoring chance, you interfere the hands, you get your stick on the hands, it's a penalty. All these announcers are losing their minds. This coming across. I love it. I love it. I think it's great. This coming up ice. The Marlies trying to play it in. Lettieri at the line. Couldn't get him the pass. This going to come back out. Chicago trying to turn. Shaw goes rink wide. Marlies come in. Little drop for Lettieri. He shoots, looking for a deflection from Grew. That one misses. Turning it around. It's knocked down in front. Bringing it back. Lettieri. Down low to Grew. Cross check knocks Grew down. He pops right back up. Comes to the point. Marley's setting it up. Mermis wants it back. It comes. He doesn't shoot. He's looking for a shooting lane, throws it towards the net. Rebound is there. Grew can't get it. This coming to the line. Chicago going to bring this one out on the run. They are moving. This one dumped in, and Akhtiamov going to hang on to it. Oh, Jonathan, I'm going to keep my mouth closed. Hey, Raccoon Gaming, how's it going? Welcome in. Ariel, what's up? Welcome in. Oh, man, Beth, that would be amazing. That would be so good. Everything okay? Good. Absolutely wild here. A penalty shot for Nylander, and he dangles in an absolute beauty. Ariel, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. It's a rainy day here in Toronto, but that's okay. We're doing great. I need a Canadian win. Marlies picking it up off the draw. Going to carry it out as Cowan. Cowan going to flip it in. Tried to dance around the defender Fensor. That one didn't work. Stealing it away in front. Oh, it was right there for Landon Sim. Sim known for throwing fists, not dropping goals. And Hands of Stone couldn't pick that one up. Here's a backhand. Chicago coming, putting this one to the corner. This is played across. Here come the Marlies. 3-on-2. Chicago hustling back, and that's offside. And again, at the whistle, Robidas driving Tvorberg into the boards after the whistle. This time it doesn't draw a crowd, though. Rainy day for all of Ontario. D. Duval, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Head all to the metal, Marlies. I love it. Lisa, are you from the Toronto area? Do you ever go down to any of the games? It's so much fun. Checking in as a Rockford Ice Hogs fan, but I'm still rooting for the Wolves. I want that rivalry next year to be huge. Listen, anytime you can build a rivalry, I'm all for it. I am all for it. Rivalries really make sports. I mean, if you're a hockey fan, a baseball fan, whatever fan you are, you will watch and you will enjoy that sport. But anytime you can develop a rivalry between teams, it escalates things. It builds it, right? It helps bring that emotional side up, which we absolutely, absolutely love. But thanks for subscribing. Tell you can afford a haircut. You're doing fine, Chris. Chris, I was like probably a month overdue for a haircut, to the point where I was taking like the trimmers and like the loose hairs that were bothering me, just buzzing them off. I'm like, no, I finally have to go. Yeah, Joshua, I saw this crazy. OJC, what's going on? I wasn't daring enough to cut it myself, though. Was not that daring enough. Thank you, Lisa. That's right. Hit that thumbs up for us today. It's a slow Sunday afternoon, but that's A-okay. We're having a good time. Eating some chili, great Canadian sausage. Ooh. Love a good chili. Love a good chili. HL is very exciting. May not be the best, but it's exciting. It is so much fun. And the games are great. They do put on a good show. And if you like hockey for the scraps, there is a lot in the AHL. Oh, I forgot to update wanted to update the stats here for just period number 2. So there we go. We'll just switch those shots to period number 2 events. 13.5 to go here in period number 2. We're all tied at 2s. Rain, go away. That's going to be an icing call against the Wolves, so we're going to bring this right down. You're in Chicago watching the Calder Cup. Nice, Ariel, the sports fanatic. I do want to get to Chicago one day. There's a lot of cities I want to get to, but I'd love to catch a hockey game down in Chicago. ECHL is going on now too. Florida Everblades should win. Yeah, Jonathan, I haven't watched a lot of the ECHL, but I have a family member that is very big on the ECHL, and I've heard the Florida Everblades are a pretty good team. Marlies playing this right in the high slot. Couldn't handle it. It's going to be chipped around beside. Marlies still controlling the Chicago zone. A bad pass to the point. That's picked off, and here come the Wolves. The Wolves marching their way into the zone, trying to center it. Didn't work. Curling in the corner. Marlies going to interfere and take this one away. Pare got knocked down, plays it down the ice, but that's an icing call. And it's going to come all the way back. You've never been to a White Sox game. That would be fun. That would be fun to go. Hey, Real, how's it going? Has any team been done? No, Real. It definitely has been pretty close. Neither team has been dominating. Shots are close, 6-5 in this period. Off the draw. Chicago coming right up off the faceoff. Coming in, Aktiamov is down. Shot, and they put it just wide. Chicago coming close. Down to the point. Working this one towards the middle, little drop pass. Here's another shot into the glove of Aktiamov. We got some more pushing and shoving in front of the net as the goaltender is going to make his way around. Villeneuve is in there pushing and shoving, as was Mermis. But boy, oh boy, Turcotte really had a great chance in there close. Love your White Sox. But these games are so much fun. The AHL games are great. And if you're in Ontario, not necessarily in Toronto or Ottawa, in one of the big cities, but if you have an OHL team in your area, I highly recommend going out to watch it. OHL games like AHL, so exciting, so much fun. All these kids trying to make a career for themselves. Off the draw, Chicago going to win this one again. They're going to put it down in the corner. Marlies pinching up in there, trying to chip it forward. It's going to come out and down the ice, and another icing call. Marlies continue to ice the call here. You go, nice, Beth. They're awesome. Affordable. They're a lot of fun. And you never know. I remember I did some work many years ago for the St. Michael's Majors of the OHL when they used to play out of Maple Leaf Gardens and then out of the St. Mike's barn a couple years after that. And you never know which players could end up going to be NHL players, and you get to see them when they're really kids. Oh, yeah, Duval. PWHL, boy, has that exploded. They should be next up. They should be coming soon. This coming back to the point. Working it around. Chicago stepping up, curling around, and that's going to be knocked out. You remember the St. Mike's playing at a Maple Leaf Gardens? Oh, it was great back then. That was always so much fun. You've been to St. Mike's games. Yeah, Steph, they were great. This coming around, Valimaki on the move. Here comes Chicago over the line. Brindamore in there. Rafai trying to take it away from him. Net got pushed up. The puck almost went underneath the back of the net. Brindamore trying to come around into the boards, getting the face up. Big scrum in the corner. Big takedown there. Pushing and shoving. Big battle as Johnston is really getting involved over on the side there with Skylar Brindamore. They're still going at each other right in front of the referee. He lets it all go as Aktiamov going to make a save. And now we get more rough stuff as Valimaki is mixing it up in front there with turnaround. I can't quite see the number. It looks like Landon Sim, and it is. Watch Marlies and Belleville play before the season started. There you go. Your league AHL team is going to play in Hamilton next year. Those are the Hamilton Hammers coming in. The Marlboros. The Toronto Marlies. That's going way back, Steph. When was the last time an NHL club won the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup? So, Alan, I thought I saw a stat that said it's only happened 3 times. And it was a long time. I don't remember the date because I just caught the end of the stat. But that's crazy. That would be amazing. Here comes Grew over the line. Of course, I hope it doesn't happen. Here's the Marley with a shot. This kicked around down in the corner, but that is quite an accomplishment. Here comes Chicago with 11:13 to go. Playing it around behind the Marley net. Grew is over there to pick up the loose puck. Grew, he's going to bring it cross ice. It's off the skate, deflected in. Chicago back to pick it up, playing it around. Shaw trying to come over. Lettieri is going to back up. Chicago with an outlet pass, and interesting hit by Lettieri. Here's a shot. Aktiamov had to come across. Big rebound. Shaw going to hammer this one all the way down the ice, and it's going to be another icing call against the Marlies. They are cheap, and the fans always extremely loud. It's great. There you go. Thank you, Beth. It was 1995, and it was New Jersey when it happened. So 1995, the last time both teams have won. Man, I remember the 90s. Good times in the 90s. Boy, didn't it seem like life was so much simpler then? Cole, yes, they are up 1-0 in the series. This trying to step through. Flipped off the back of the net, coming around behind the Marlies going to pick it up. Lettieri trying to clear it. It was knocked down in front. They couldn't hang on to it. Marlies bringing it up over to Shaw. A little backhand is going to send it around. 10.5 to go here in period number 2. You're going to start to work it ahead. Philippe bringing it in over the line. Thought about dropping it, then plays it up to the corner and goes after it himself. Philippe playing this one back to the point. Gets it returned. Lets it go to the corner now. Couple tie-ups. Benning in there digging for it. As was Thrun. It's going to come out, and Toronto just airlifting this one up. Going to be knocked down. They can't get it past Valimaki because, again, he is everywhere. Wolves going to bring this one up. 2 guys going to the front of the net, and they go behind the net instead of in front. Chicago had 2 guys right there. Hey, Charlie, thank you so much. Welcome in. This coming around. Philip trying to get there. Controlling it. The Wolves doing a very nice job. Marlies are chasing. Wolves get a little sloppy, and it's lifted out. They're going to turn it, bringing it right back in. Big hit there is Nystrom taking a hit. Marlies setting it up behind their own net. Charlie, hope you're having a good day. I'm sure tomorrow will be a better one. I have no idea how the Wolves get contracts with NHL teams. They've been a feeder team for a bunch. Atlantic Carolina and Nashville. We got a penalty call for a high stick. OJC, what's going on next game? It will be in Toronto. That's right. It'll be a Wolves power play when they return from commercial. That's right. They play 2-3-2, so it's in Chicago for 2. It'll be in Toronto for 3, and then back to Chicago for 2 if those 2 games are needed. Hopefully they won't be. Hopefully they won't be. Well, holy smokes. Good game again. Chicago with a glorious opportunity now with the power play. With just over 9 minutes left to go in the second period. Total shots, 18-15. The Marlies with the 18. But in this period, it is 7-6 in Chicago with the 7. So they are doing A-OK. Marlies getting a little sloppy, though. Well, both teams getting a little sloppy. The passing really has been all over the place. And one of the things that we have certainly realized as these games go on is you need to kind of, you need to buckle up. You cannot afford to be turning the puck over as much as, well, the Marlies did earlier, and they have been again today. The stats are not so easy to find. So some of them we can dig up. Some of the other ones we have to wait till they put them on the screen. But the turnovers is the one I'm hoping we get a chance to see soon, because Marlies turned over the puck a lot in the first period. I'm hoping here tonight that, or in the second period, they've been less. But to me, looks like it is still riding high. But Akhtiamov has been doing his job. Pare was taking the hit, but he got loose with his stick, gets the stick up in the face of Robidas, and Cedric Pare is going to go off for the Maple Leafs. Hey, Real, how's it going? Do you have the turnover stats for both teams so far? Oh, yeah. No, I'm hoping they put it up sometime soon. There really isn't a ton of great stats available at the ready, unfortunately. So off the draw, Chicago going to control here as they start on the power play. Chicago trying to work it across, getting it to the point to Valimaki, goes up to the far side, looking to return it. They got Phillip over on the near side. They go down low, Robidas. Valimaki was pinching up. Puck comes over to him. He now has to back away. Grew is getting up on him. Shaw trying to get in the passing lane. Grew steals it. He's going to backhand this one out. Philippe comes back to pick it up. 30 seconds gone in the power play from Robidas Island. He's been pretty good. Chicago 7-3 when recording a power play goal in these playoffs. They do have one here today. Suzuki dropping this one back. Robidas to Suzuki. Suzuki on the near side, looking cross ice. Going to play this one down to Phil. Trying to cycle it back to Suzuki. Suzuki to Phil. Trying to go cross ice. Back to Phil. Coming through the middle of the ice. Long shot. It's knocked down, and the Marlies going to clear. Racing for it. Here comes Johnson. He's going to pick this one up shorthanded. Driving towards the net with a backhand, and it's into the glove of Primo. Good speed from Johnston. Johnston having some word here from the officials. AB Disney, welcome in. Laszlo, how's it going? My favorite sports commentator on my homepage. I almost thought it was an early Canes game. Laszlo. Nope, that one's coming up at 8 Eastern time. 8 Eastern time. So just a couple of hours away. Hey, Tallulah. I live in Chicago. Burbs. Go Marlies. So we got a face-off in the Chicago zone. Marlies right off the draw. Grew rips it, and that's going to go up at a play. 44 seconds left on the Chicago power play. He really fired that one. So a good win by Shaw. An even better shot by Grew. Too bad it just wasn't on target. And Lazo, I appreciate that comment. 5 p.m. on the West Coast. Going to be a big one tonight. Can Carolina do it? I hope so. Here come the Wolves up, and that's going to be swiped off the stick and at a play. So another face-off coming up here. No, Samars. I've never heard of him. 1,000 Swords. Never heard of him. Come on, Marlies. Let's get her done. Want to see a big play to come through. A lot of good players here. Of course, Laszlo. Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll grab a quick dinner, either in between or during the first period. We'll munch while we call it. Right, Jonathan? This all the way down. Marlies clearing it down. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Chicago going to turn and start to move this one up ice. Here comes Chicago over the line. Checked into the boards. Grew was going to go back, then pulled away. Rafai gives it away. Big shot right on. Nice save by Akhtiamov. Marshall Rafai. Oh, my goodness. What on earth were you doing there? Man of Stahl with a 6-game goal streak. That would be wild. Putting it across, down low. In front again, it's tipped. You would say Stahl over Stankovic. Listen, I personally would like to see Stahl doing it. I think that's a great one for his career. But I think Stankoven has been, over the course of the entire playoffs, has been better than Stahl. Stahl is having a great finals. But I think Stankoven or Taylor Hall, even over the playoffs of a whole, have been better. But great movements, great play. All right, let's go. Marlies, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Hey, Jansen, how's it going? Welcome in. Put this team in the ACC. I don't know why they don't. They must have events in there coming up. It's going to be an icing call against Chicago. Power play is over. 6:46 to go here in the second period. But I agree. I think it's a mistake. I think they absolutely should have put these guys in the Scotiabank Arena. That is a great question. I mean, Carolina defended them, played them very, very well in the last game, and I think they just got to replicate that. Easton Cowan getting it back to Murmis. Cross-ice shot is knocked down. It's sitting there in the slot. It's Forberg playing it across. This one back in the corner for Torberg. He's going to get bumped off of it. Cowan comes over to pick it up. Cowan brings it behind the net. Cowan's still with it. Cycling. Cowan all the way back. Loses the defender, blows a tire, and the referee calls the whistle. Oh, my goodness, and it's going to be a penalty called against the Marlies. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely terrible here. William Villeneuve gets an interference call as Cowan was cycling. Where's the interference? Yeah, all these Chicago announcers again. And he does stick his butt out. This is an interference call for sure. Oh, these Chicago announcers are absolutely trash. So funny. Listen, doing this on my own with no affiliation for all of you, I'm allowed to be somewhat biased to the teams I like. When you're a professional doing this for a professional broadcast, you're not really supposed to be as openly biased as these guys are. It's pretty funny. All right, another power play here for Chicago. Going to bring this one over the line. Losing the handle. Marlies couldn't clear it. Robidoux going in the corner. Here's a little bit of a cross check. I don't mind a little bit of a bias, but my goodness, these guys have been just horrible. Over at the side, setting it up here is Suzuki. A little give and go back to Suzuki, sending it to the point. Here's a long shot. It's going to be blocked and knocked down. Going to the corner. Shaw going to hammer this one all the way down the ice. Hiccup calls until they score. Are the Wolves home announcer? Yeah, it's the Wolves home announcer. So it's the Wolves broadcast that is being shared out. And I'm going to assume when they play in Toronto, it will be the Toronto broadcast that is shared out. These will always be the failure if they don't change the culture. They need to do that for sure. And this is why I come here to watch. It's Chris. It's my absolute pleasure. Even with the graphics, normally when it's like a team's power play, like right now it says, has Chicago highlighted and says power play. Normally, when it would be the Marlies' turn, it would highlight the Marlies and say power play. Here, what they do is they still highlight Chicago and they say penalty kill, which is funny. Here's a long pass, and that's going to be an icing on Chicago. Only 15 seconds left to go in the Chicago power play. But it's pretty funny. I lied on once for Colorado Series. Those announcers are the most biased I've ever seen. Oh, my goodness, Lazo. Sometimes it gets so bad. So bad. From a sandbox. Rick, that's amazing. Listen, I don't mind being a little bit of a bias, right? I don't mind, but like, my goodness, let's talk about over the top. We know, Bonesy and Ralphie could get a little biased sometimes too, as they should, but they call it a pretty fair game. This one down around in the corner. Power play has expired. Benning with it in the corner. He's going to try and chip this through. Just like us, we'll be a little biased towards Toronto, but if there's a missed call, we'll call it out too. Here they come all the way in. A dangle, and Shaw puts it home. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Get on the table and do the cha-cha. Shaw just deked around and tucked her home. What a goal by your captain. Wow. Taking it to the house. Villeneuve picked it up. He hits Shaw. Shaw goes around the corner. Dips-de-doo. Bensmore couldn't hold him, and he pulls it right around and tucks it past the outstretched right leg of Primeau. What a goal. And the Marlies going to take a 3-2 lead here. Or it's tied it up 2-2. No, 3-2. 3-2. 3-2 Marlies. What a goal. With 4:14 to go in period number 2. That was huge. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Zach, there it is. Big time goal. Akhtiamov coming out to play it around in the corner. Nylander stopping up, trying to work to get this one out. It comes to the line. Wolves hold it in. Long shot. That one goes high and wide. Rockies 18-9. No baseball team all season has scored this many runs. 18 runs. That's crazy. In the corner, a little cross check there by Thrun. This is going to be thrown through. Comes out. Marley's trying to get there. Big battles. No interference called. Thrun is going to bring this one up again. Trying to get up to the red line. He dumps it in. Oh, that should have been icing. It was not called. Legault is going to start to play this ahead. Here we go. Wolves bringing it up back into the Marlies zone. 3:14 to go. Cross ice pass to the point. Still working. Here's a shot. And that goes wide. All the way down. Sandy is putting on her shot. That's right. Sandy, that's hysterical. Here they come over the line again. The Wolves. No drop pass. Turning back. Marlies trying to get in there. They take it away. Pizzetta banking it off the boards. And the puck comes behind Johnston. Going to be played back up. Whoa, we got, what is that? Something. It's not a stick. Something came almost towards center ice. Almost looks like a neck guard or something. Setting it up behind the net. Marlies waiting. 2.5 to go here in the second period. Here we go. Cowan going to pick it up. Cowan is going to carry it. Cowan can't, dancing all the way in. Passes this one over. The return feed doesn't come. Trying to work through. It's taken away. Down low behind the net. Going for the wraparound. Comes right out in the high slot. Marlies cannot control. Chicago picking it up. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. This playing it all the way down. Akhtiamov taking a bump, but made the play. Robidas tied up in the corner, sending it across. Chicago over into the far side corner. This one plays around. Robidas trying to pull it out. Comes through, taken away by the Marlies. Use the boards. Use the boards. This comes all the way down. Cowan couldn't get it to Twarberg. Played right back in. Chicago's got the dump and chase game locked in right now. Just having some problems with the chase part. Marlies bringing it in 3-on-2, bobbling it at the line. Little crisscross the shot, and a good save by Primu as he's going to hang on to it. Hey, Diablo, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. They're going to take a commercial break as we're winding down towards the end of period number 2. And a good game this has been yet again. A good one again. Won't be the same with Joe this year. Holy smokes. So Logan Shaw and Alex Nylander picking up the goals here in the second period. You're very drowsy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, I hope you're doing okay. Man, this has been an awesome game. An awesome game. I'm loving it so much. Having a great time. Lisa, thank you so much for hanging out with us all afternoon here today. We appreciate that so very, very much. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us this afternoon. Haven't been feeling well, but I'm okay. All right. Hey, you hang in there, Diablo. We're here for you. Go, baby Leafs. Go, baby Leafs. They're going, that's for sure. They are going. They got to keep it up. Don't want to get too defensive. Marlies avoid the back-to-back by winning Thursday. There we go. Get the wave going. Get that wave going. Find those wave hands. 3, 2, 1. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. Will be Joe's son. Is it, Candace? Has that been confirmed? I know that's been a big rumor going around, and I almost think, and I don't remember his son's name, but I think it's almost unfair. There's going to be such pressure on his son. Those are tough shoes to fill. Realize it's a hockey day. Going to play this one around. Here comes Chicago. 1:13 to go. Going to play it up, swiping at it, sitting there at the blue line, picked up here by Grew, sending it towards the net. It's off the blocker. Stays in play, though. Yeah, he did okay the one game. Rafai trying to bring this around. 56 seconds to go. Wolves coming in the slot. Coming around. Shot. That one goes wide as Akhtiamov got pulled over a little bit much. He did learn for the best. That's for sure. But I think everybody's going to expect him to be his father. Oh, thank you, Diablo. I'll pass. I wouldn't mind going in for an occasional game, but nah, not full time. Not without everybody in the chat. Just got home from Colorado, the GC Cup. Nice. Very cool. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I hope Jim Ralph comes back. I mean, nobody's really said anything, so we hope Ralphie comes back. So it'll be interesting to see a new chemistry develop. Alex Nylander and Logan Shaw have the 2 in this period. Off the draw, Suzuki winning it back to the point. Chicago shooting deflection. That one goes wide. 25 seconds to go. Marlies trying to bang this one out. Sitting there in the middle of the ice. Turning around. Suzuki doing a good job sending this one down low. Picked up by Nadeau. Nadeau getting pinched up on the boards. Trying to bring this one free. Comes behind the net. Villeneuve can't get it out. Going to try again. Takes a hit. He goes down, moves it forward. And the Marlies just going to flip this one up as the horn is going to go. And period 2 comes to an end. And we get a couple of little drive-by hack and whacks. And this period is officially in the books. And a good period it was. So the Marlies get to Alex Nylander on a penalty shot. That was exciting. Then Logan Shaw scores from Villeneuve and Mermis. A great deke, a great rush as he came right in and tucked it home. So nice move there. Again, questionable call. A lot of people, the Chicago announcers are saying questionable call because of the penalty shot, but Nylander had a clear-cut breakaway, and the Chicago player reached over with the stick and knocks the hand of Nylander, which is a penalty anytime, but on a breakaway, a clear-cut breakaway, it was ruled a penalty shot. So a good second period for the Marlies. They really started to pick it up. 12 shots by Chicago, 11 shots from Toronto in that period, bringing the totals to 23-20 overall. Toronto with the 23. Chicago goes 1 for 4 on the power play. Toronto is here 0 for 2. Marlies a little sloppy at times, and a couple of penalties that they would love to have back. So not good there. All right, let's see. Do we have any other interesting stats? Pare and Villeneuve, the 2 Marlies for penalties there in the second period. 4 shots from Skylar Brindamore in this game so far. 2 for Alex Nylander. So pulling out some shots. I would love to be able to get those turnover numbers, but just don't have them. 2 good penalty kills. Yeah, Jonathan, they've done a good job. Time for coffee. Go get that coffee. I got to get my water going here. I might have to get a drink refill. Should have some time before the next game. Holy smokes. But these guys are playing well, which is exciting. They're putting on a show. Putting on a very nice show. All right, let's take a moment. We know we got the stats going up here on the board, but with the whoopsie daisies, with baseball in action, we'll just go around the horn, bring you up to date on all the games. Right now, the Rockies, as you saw in the chat earlier, 18-9 over the Athletics. 18-9, which is crazy. It's the top of the 8th, and bases are loaded, so more runs going to be coming in potentially. End of the 6th right now. It's 3-3 between the Rays and the Angels. A lot of finals already today. The Marlins beat the Pirates 4-2. The Padres beat the Orioles 5-2. Excuse me, pardon me. The Nationals beat up on the Mariners 10-1. The Yankees 8-3 over the Blue Jays. That all came in the 9th. 5 runs in the 9th for the Yankees. The D-backs 5-3 over the Reds. The Mets 8-1 over the Braves, which is shocking. The Mets 8-1. And I just saw an article earlier today. Hey, Bart, what's going on? That's right. I saw an article today that said apparently Bo Bichette is looking to opt out of his last 2 years with the Mets. So Bo Bichette may be opting out of his last 2 years with the Mets, which I thought was very interesting when I saw. The Royals 4-0 over the Astros. The Twins 5-4 over the Cardinals. The White Sox 6-4 over the Dodgers. Go White Sox, taking down the Dodgers. The Brewers 4-0 over the Phillies. The Giants 5-1 over the Cubs. And then the Guardians and Tigers were postponed. But look at that. Them Chicago beating the Dodgers. Doesn't that make you feel good? It makes me feel great. White Sox having a good year this year. First in the AL Central. Good for them. That is absolutely massive. The Blue Jays trying to hang in the wild card positioning. Right now, they're just 2 games back. Hard to believe the Athletics and the Guardians all of a sudden sitting there in the wild card position. The Blue Jays 34 and 38 need to start coming back up. The Toronto Blue Jays in a little bit of trouble. This was a tough series for them this weekend, and it doesn't get much easier. Well, maybe a little bit. They're going to take on the Boston Red Sox Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So they get Monday off. Do we have no sports on Monday? Do we really have nothing going? Marlies will be off. They play Tuesday. Stanley Cup, if a Game 7 is needed, will be Wednesday. No Blue Jays on Monday. Wow. Shocker. But yeah, the Jays are going to a series against the Red Sox, a series against the Cubbies before taking on the Astros and the Rangers. So a tough June coming up here for the Blue Jays as they continue to play through it. I can't believe that. Back-to-back White Sox, best Atlanta and LA. They are for real. Yeah, they are looking so good. And anytime you see the Dodgers go down, puts a smile on my face, right? Always makes me super happy. But they're right now, Chicago, they got to play from behind. Chicago's been doing an okay job. They're really good in the faceoffs, looking really good in the faceoffs. The Marlies, they figured it out, though. They've kind of, from a defensive side, much better effort. They still have some work to do, though. They still turning it over a little too much, still a little sloppy with the puck. So they do need to tighten it up a little bit more, right? They don't want to give that opportunity for the Chicago Wolves to jump right back in here. But the Marlies seem like they got it together. The Marlies seem like they've figured it out. And if they can just defensively continue to tighten it up, they'll be in a good spot. And that is exactly what we are looking to see from the Marlies. So hopefully they can do a tight job there. But let's see, right? Go, go Marlies, go. Hopefully, man, if they can keep doing what they're doing, that would be absolutely outstanding. So let's do it. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, so Marlies, let's go. That's Duval. That's pretty much you took the words out of my mouth, but I can't say that. But I can't say that. Oh my goodness. Let's hope the want to see the Marlies get off to an excellent go. They need a big third period, right? We want to see a monster third period coming up. Let's see here. What? So Marlies, I mean, they're playing good hockey. Chicago playing good hockey. Everybody's playing good hockey. But how will the Marlies come through in the third period? All right, let's see here. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry, 1 second here. Just trying to come up with something and not really working. Not really working how I would hope it would work. So I'm just trying to figure this out. Hey, Phil producing Caro with cup in the house. With the cup in the house. Rick, you think they're going to pull it out? I really hope they do pull it out. I really, really, truly hope they can do it. Holy smokes. Let's see here. Oh man, what a game. Great game so far. Back and forth. Marlies, boy, they're impressing me so much. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. One second. All right. Okay, let's see here. Vegas Knight is getting to my list of teams I strongly dislike. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. For me, it's Vegas, the Golden Knights, and Boston. Those are the two teams that I'm done with. I cannot support Boston and Vegas. Feel so helpless as a Jays fan. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Jays, they're in tough. They're in very, very tough. I can now get 2 more goals. You think it's going 7? I originally thought it was going to go 7 as well. I still kind of think it is going to go 7. Vegas is going to be so hard to beat at home. My sister lives in Greensboro. She says everyone is waiting for the other shoe to drop because Carolina State team always fail. They sure listen. Carolina, the Hurricanes had a lot of problem in the Eastern Finals for many years. Hey, Trex, what's going on? Welcome in. I forgot about the RBC Open, Trex. Who's leading? Do you have that handy? Who's leading? Thank you, Gold. Appreciate that so much. But yeah, it's tough to be a Jays fan right now. They're going to turn it around though. Kirky is back, and they're starting to put runs up. We'll get Barger back soon, hopefully, and everything will be okay in Blue Jay land. It'll just take a little bit of time. It will just take some time, but I believe. Hey Donna, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Third period action is coming up. Marlies and Wolves. I'll have to adjust this. I'll have to adjust this screen for third period events when we pop up. Brandon, what's up? Good to see ya. Nothing beats a little evening hockey. We got 2 hours until the next game. So this game should be done about 6:40. So we'll have about an hour and a bit. Enough time to get some food before the next one goes. Carolina, Vegas tonight. I assume Bussy is going to get the starting job in net again. Would be my guess, but we'll see once it's announced a little closer to game time. But some good work by a lot of these players. For me, I'm looking for, again, Ehlers and Stankoven to have big games. The line of Hall, Stankoven, and Blake has been absolutely wild for Carolina, and I look for them to do it yet again. Howden for Vegas is one of those sleepers. I mean, he's has a career high. What is he leading Vegas in goals now? You got to watch out for Howden. Dorfiev has been picking it up, but we'll see. We'll see what kind of player Mitch Marner can be here tonight. Collie won. There you go. Nice, Trex. RBC Open is pretty good. I remember going down when it was at Glen Abbey, when they play the Canadian Open at Glen Abbey. Went down for a round. It was the year Mike Weir and Vijay Singh were battling it out. And it was so much fun. Watching those guys hit in real life is absolutely incredible. It is absolutely incredible. And then I got to follow it up. We played around at Glen Abbey, which was so cool. I had a friend who had a 2-for-1 coupon. Got to take advantage of those golf coupons, right? We went down and played, and it was so good. Hitting around, hacking around at the Abbey was absolutely amazing. All right. Let's get ourselves set and ready to go. Period number 3. Will the Marlies come out and get the job done, or is Chicago gonna howl their way back in this one? I'll admit I'm just getting back into hockey, and I've always been more casual about it. What's the general feeling about the Blackhawks next year? So the Blackhawks, they've been tough. You know, Chicago, they need some help for Connor Bedard. I kind of feel like he's getting a raw deal. And especially with the season that Celebrini has had and what San Jose has put together there, I think Connor Bedard is almost falling into Celebrini's shadow a little bit. He doesn't have much to play with. So Chicago's going to need a big offseason to improve with. So, yeah, I don't think they will be a playoff team next year unless they make some big, unexpected moves this upcoming season. So, yeah, I kind of feel bad for the Blackhawks and Connor Bedard. Need, with him, I expected more. Mega with the slime. Thanks for bringing the slime out. Welcoming everybody. If you are just hopping on over, we're moments away from third period action here in Chicago. 3-2 is the score. Was right up there with celebrating before he got hurt. Yeah, and even, man, it was so unfortunate that he didn't get a chance to go play on the Olympic team, because I think all the learning that Celebrini got from Crosby and all the others helped him grow tremendously. So it's going to be an interesting year to watch those two. I think we're going to watch kind of Celebrini and Bedard the way we watched Crosby and Ovechkin, or Matthews and Line A. And I know those guys were kind of drafted together, but I think it's going to be very interesting to watch how their two careers parallel each other. Gonna lead 1-0. It's the Marley game. It's currently 3-2. 3-2 for the Marlies. They are playing a good game, but I'm not sure. I don't know if you're. Oh, you mean this one here? This one 1-0. Yes. So 1-0. There it is. 1, and then Chicago is 0-1. 1-0 in the series. So there you go. This here is 3 goals to 2 goals, and here it's 1-0. Okay. Joshua, what's going on? Marlies up by 1. Chicago. So they've been looking good. Man, these Chicago announcers cannot get over the penalty shot that's called. These guys are so bitter. So bitter. My goodness. So hopefully Marlies defensively got to tighten it up. The Wolves, they scored a goal just under 2 minutes into the first period. They scored at 15:40. So with under 5 minutes to go in the first period, they did not get a goal in the second. So I expect them to really push. Here are the numbers we've been waiting for. 13 turnovers. That's it for the Marlies. That number should be way higher. 13 turnovers for the Marlies, 8 for the Wolves, 27 faceoffs for Chicago, 22 faceoff wins for Toronto. Rob, thank you so much for the heart. Appreciate it. And good to see you. Welcome in. All righty, it's time to go. Time to play. Expect Chicago to jump out going full tilt here. By the way, they won't tell you this, but the Chicago Wolves actually play in Roseman suburb. Yeah, it's a little they're outside of Chicago. We kind of talked about that in game number 1. Somebody brought that up. It's interesting, but I get it. I get it, right? They wanted to have the big city feel. 15 miles isn't too bad. All righty, here we go on ice. Third period. Let's go. Time to drop that puck. Time to get it going. Let's update our little map here for the third period events. So refresh that. Referee comes over. Puck is dropped. Marlies going to win the opening draw, and here we go. I'm sure there are bidders. Oh, I'm sure, Mega. But these are professional commentators that are whining and crying on air. After 2 periods leading, the Marlies are 8-0. Chicago is 2-2 when trailing after 2. And here come the Wolves. Quick shot. That's going to get knocked down. Chicago trying to pick it up. It's played in the corner. Thrun going after. He's going to cycle it around. Benning is there as well. Comes behind him. Marlies trying to play it forward. Another stick flying across the ice. Here's an outlet pass, and Toronto trying to bat it in. They are onside. Questionable, but they are onside. Chicago going to turn it around the other way. Playing it up through the middle. Gets knocked down. Seeley playing it up off the boards. Going to bobble in. Mermis back to pick it up. He almost lost the handle. Mermis has to play it ahead. Everybody is not skating. Marley's got to move your feet here. Right? Got to get the feet moving. Hey, Tim, what's up? Hockey's still on. That's right. Calder Cup. The baby NHL going for their championship. 1-0 Marlies in the series. 3-2 is the score here today. And the Marlies in the lead. Amir Miftakov with a 2-1 record finds himself as the backup keeper today. I thought he played very well in game 1. Hey, Jake, welcome in. Wolves going to win this draw. Face-off was at center ice. Going to dump it right in. Rafai back to pick it up, giving it over to Danford. Danford kind of bobbled it in the corner. Now he flips it high, trying to land it in the feet of Grew. Grew missed it. It's brought in by the Wolves, in over the line. Here comes Slavin, putting it cross ice. Akhtiamov comes over with a spectacular save. Great stop. Marley's going to bring it in. Chicago going to bring it right back out. Through the middle. Great feed by Slavin, and Akhtiamov sliding across was absolutely brilliant. Really, really good job. This coming back over. There we go. Thank you, Rick. It's going to cycle around behind the Wolves, trying to get out of their own zone. Marley's doing a good job on the forecheck, keeping this one in here, digging it. Vallis is in there. It's tied up, trying to work it through. Nylander has it in his skates. Him and Vallis really working. It's going to come free. Johnstone bringing it back to the point. The Marley's going to put it in deep again. Picking it up behind the net is Vallis on his knees, putting it right in front of the slot. And that's past Johnson. Coming back to the point. Villeneuve going to keep this one in. Down low in front for a pass. That one doesn't go. Nylander has it in his feet, puts it behind the boards. Marley's going to try and change up while trying to hold it in the Wolves zone. They get the change, but Chicago takes over possession. 3 minutes gone here in period number 3. Turning around, and we are on the move. Benning in the Marley zone, playing it all the way down, tipped in. Bringing it across, and this very quickly is played up and all the way out. Benning going to slide it across. Marlies playing it ahead. Up over the line. Here come the Marlies. Little toe drag with a shot. That's going to go up and at a play. Lane and Sim trying to come through. That one doesn't work. Can mow the backyard in between games. There you go, Chris. Medhand, if you put on, I don't know where you are. We're watching on Sportsnet here in Toronto. Hey, Jesse, welcome in. Grew does have a goal today. Grew had the first goal for the Marlies. It was a beauty. Off the draw, Chicago able to force it out. Marlies going to put it right back in. They have to tag up and now drive. In the States, apparently it's on Fox Plus in Chicago. It's going to be banked up and all the way down the ice, around behind the boards, and it's going to be an icing call on Chicago. So back down to the Chicago zone. Jesse, where do you see that? Off the draw, coming back to the line. It's going to skip out, turning, putting it right back in. Hey, G, welcome in. Cowan has not scored today. Cowan has had a couple chances. This is going to be flipped up. It's chipped in, racing down in here, and Premu going to put it around behind. Round behind the net, Marlies pinching up, coming out, and here come the Wolves. Wolves going to kick it free. They're going to, with hustle, big hustle. Robida coming in, drop pass. It's taken away by the Marlies. Moving it ahead. Oh, we got a big open ice hit. Marley is down. Chicago going to turn, bringing it right back up. The Marley player is up. He goes right to the bench. I didn't catch a number on who that was. Shot Akhtiamov coming over with a big save. Marshall Rafai bringing this one out, carrying, and all the Marlies are switching up now. I didn't see who that was that got hit and got knocked down. Yikes. Little bit of a hit. Marlies putting this one deep. 15-15 to go here, third period. This down around. Marley stopping behind the net, going to play it across. They're working up the far side. Cross ice pass to Shaw. Shaw coming in. He tries to go cross ice for Lettieri. That didn't work. Lettieri back over to Shaw. Shaw back to Lettieri. Lettieri turning around. Sends it in front. It's deflected. And that went just wide, trying to feed it back to Shaw. Turning around, here come the Wolves. Wolves going to play this one up the glass. Picked up is Rafai. Rafai going to turn around, getting it over to Danford. Danford taking a look. He's just going to flip this one up. Chicago going to glove it down in their own zone. Going to look to turn forward. Jake, I don't know about online, but I know on the TV channel, that's where it is. Here's Vallis coming in, fan on the shot, then a backhand pass attempt, long breakaway pass. That one doesn't work, comes all the way down the ice, and it's going to be icing again against Chicago. 14-14 to go here in the third period. So, oh my goodness, it was Easton Cowan that got taken down. Easton Cowan went down hard. He got hit, open ice hit, trying to jump out of the way. We hope Easton Cowan is okay. He went down hard and was down for a little bit. So Easton Cowan, yikes, that would be horrendous if we saw him get hurt. Hey, JSB, how's it going? Canes will win the cup tonight. I hope you're right. It'll be a good game. It'll be a fun game, that's for sure. So we're not really getting any further information on Easton Cowan here. We'll see if he comes back out on the ice. But he lay there motionless for a moment before getting back up and heading off. Whether he was trying to draw a penalty or not, it's a different story. Hey, Biggerfoot. How much do the players get if they win? Oh, that I have no idea. That I'm not sure. Here's Grew with the wraparound backdoor play. Nylander almost put that one in. Nylander picking it up. Nylander spinning around. Trying to work through. Back up top. It was Vallis, excuse me. This coming through. There's another big hit. Pare mixing it up. This coming to the line. Marley's going to keep this one in temporarily. It's flipped out, and Villeneuve with it is going to play it back. It's bobbled. Chicago coming right out shooting. Akhtiamov looking behind him. It went just wide. Marley's got lucky there. Marley's going to pick this one up, trying to set it in the corner. Up to Nylander. Alex Nylander is going to cycle back. Looks good on the resume anyways. That it certainly does. This is dumped in, not deep. It's brought right back out by Chicago. Seeley sending it down the ice. Akhtiamov is going to come out of his net, play it ahead. The Marlies pass, going to miss everybody, and with 13:07 to go, it's going to be an icing call, so a face-off coming back to the Marlies side of the ice. Into a night we can't have Mitch Marner win his first year. Yeah, Jake, listen, he's been playing great. He's been playing very, very good. Love him or hate him, you got to respect the game he has played. Now, the vast majority of his points came in the first 2 rounds, but he's still playing very good hockey. Yeah, we'll have the Canes and the Knights at 8 o'clock later today. Back to the point, cross-ice pass. Valimaki shooting, looking for a deflection. That one goes the wrong way. Into the corner, Wolves trying to play it out. Villeneuve digging it out of his feet. Going to play it back around for Danford. Danford going to pass this one up. Valimaki turning it right back around. We're going to see a lot of Valimaki here in the last half of this period. In the corner, sending it around the boards. Sorry, going to keep this one in. Behind the net, trying to play it out to Valimaki. He can't get it. Marley's coming up on the boards. Pizzetta playing it around all the way over to the far side. It's going to come out and down the ice. This time it is not going to be an icing. Going to throw a hit in the corner there was Landon Sim. He missed. Valimaki playing this one cross ice. Going to bring this one in. The Wolves taking a bump. Coming in the corner. A little bit of a reverse hit there from Danford. In the high slot with a shot. And Akhtiamov has it. And he takes a little bit of a bump. And the Marlies going to come over to have a little bit of a word exchange to say, you can't do that. Thank you, Joshua. 12:13 to go. They're going to take a commercial break. Little pause for the cause. About 18,000 for winning the championship. That's peanuts. But it's a lot of money to some of these guys. 18,000 each for winning the AHL championship. That was a great save, a key save as Akhtiamov came way out to grab that one down. That was huge. Lurking and Wellstern. There you go, Randy. Good to see you, buddy. Randy, I got my first win of the season earlier today. Oh, boy. Peanuts. It is peanuts. I mean, it's in the grand scheme of things for hockey, it is peanuts, but it's still a nice payday. Still a nice payday. It is a tough tournament to win. You got 3 today. Wow. Nice, Randy. Yeah, Jake, they're going to try and move one of the 2 of them. That's for sure. They're going to try and move one, if not both. I'm sure they're going to put feelers out for both. And whoever gets kind of the better offer, they may pull the trigger. Question is, I don't know what that may get in return. Sure. Yeah. I'll just do the wings. Yeah. No, just the one. Do mild. All righty. Beauty. We're going to do some wings tonight. Get some wings coming in. Love it. With celery. With veggies. Oh, man. What's going on with Sidney Crosby? You're hearing rumors. Well, Randy, this could very well be Sidney Crosby's last year. And just like Ray Bork and just like so many others before him, Candace says, get the honey garlic. He'll probably want to go to somewhere with a chance to win. That's going to be icing against the Marlies. Maybe he'll end up in Colorado, play his last season with his good buddy, Nathan McKinnon. I haven't personally heard those rumors, but if he was going to be traded, I would think it's probably going to be to Colorado. So that would be something. I would trade Wall for Sorrow. Oh, my goodness, Jake. If Nashville was okay with that, I would do that in a heartbeat. Off the draw is going to be flipped up all the way down. I don't know if they're too cheap to sign him, Randy. I don't know if they have the cap space. So another icing call, going to bring this puck all the way down. He said it's not. So Joshua, this upcoming year will not be his last year. He's going to try and go for two or three more years. That would be awesome. I hope so. Remember, Crosby missed a couple of years with all the concussion issues. Crosby cap is 9.25. My goodness. Another icing against the Marlies. 11:52 to go. Are they just going to keep icing the puck all the way through? All right, folks, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet, kindly hit that thumbs up button. We are 22 thumbs short of 100. We got to get to 100. If you haven't hit it, 22 of you, smash that thumbs up button for us. Again, don't forget to subscribe as well. We will have our style of play-by-play coming up for Carolina Vegas Stanley Cup Game 6. About an hour and a half time. Got to eat my wings first. Crosby is still awesome. Here come the Marlies. Pass back. That's going to miss Thrun. Coming all the way back. Benning is racing. He's going to get there first. Oh, the Marlies can't clear. Chicago coming in. Cross ice pass. The Wolves. Akhtiamov stops. No, they score. The Wolves put it in. Oh, we talk about poor defensive play, and this was about as poor as it can get. The Marlies defense collapses. Akhtiamov panics. And this one goes in. Valimaki is going to get the goal, and he's been unreal for the Wolves. Grew went to centered for Hames. It came all the way back. Benning is so slow-footed. It came to Henry Thrun to clear. He fanned on it. He could not. The cross-ice pass tries to get poke-checked. It stops. It goes right to Valimaki, and he puts it in. Akhtiamov panicking, going to his right, then back to his left. And we're all tied up, 11:20 to go here in the third period. A huge goal for Chicago. They've been pushing the pace of play, and the Marlies defensively just collapse. This around Chicago, trying to keep this one in deep. Both goaltenders need to button it up. The defense needs to be tight. This comes right down on Primeau. Primeau looking, he's going to play this over to the side. Chicago into the Marlies zone. Marlies scrambling again defensively. Poor play, Mermis Villeneuve. Chicago behind the net, trying to come out in front. This one is taken away. Valimaki. Got to watch Valimaki wherever he goes on the ice. Nylander picks it up. He's going to drive this one back. Marlies going to start to bring this one up ice now. Marlies to Villeneuve. Into the zone, feeding it up. Here's a shot, Alex Nylander. Going blocker side. It's blocked and goes high and over the net. Villeneuve, quick pass through the middle of the ice. Little give and go. Here comes Danford. Danford bringing it in. Drops it off. Nylander to the middle, shooting into the glove of Caden Primeau. So the Marlies defense is their downfall. Chris, you're so right. You're so right. Their defensive troubles have certainly been exposed here, and just not good play by Thrun, and really not good play by Matt Benning. Matt Benning, oh my goodness, slow to get back. Then he goes way out of position. 6 points over the last 6 games for Valimaki. He has been outstanding. So we're all tied 3 apiece. 10-10 to go. Still lots of time. Shots are now even, 26-26. Marlies off the draw with a quick shot. And that's off the shoulder and out of play as Letteri rips one. Oh, boy. Got to get this one going. So Grew coming in. Going to draw this one back. Wolves taking it away. Wolves now. Long pass. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's it. Marlies have 12 more goals in playoffs. They should get another one here. I hope so. Grew going to pick this one up in the corner. Grew going to work this one around. You got a Christmas commercial. Oh, Lisa, that's hysterical. It's far too early for Christmas commercials. Although, not too early if you're looking to book some travel for Christmas. Here come the Wolves. 4-on-2. 4-on-3. Into the zone. Cross ice pass. That one gets blocked. This can be played back up around. By the way, talking about Christmas, if you're looking to travel at all, we have a great travel agent for you. Dee's Destinations is amazing. She's super busy right now. But if you need to book a trip, reach out to us. We'll get you in touch. Whether you're looking for an all-inclusive, a cruise, Disney, Universal, she will hook you up. This is going to be played around, coming out over the line. Valimaki trying to hold it in. He cannot. Marley's sending it down the ice. Back over to the corner. Pizzetta, he plays this one across. Sim comes over. They bring it out. Here come the Wolves again, trying to chip it in. Good stop at the line. Marley's trying to turn. Johnston was already breaking. Now the Marlies have it. Sim going to flip it in the corner. He's going in after it. Sim driving in hard. Hey, Martin, welcome in. Onyx, welcome in. Over on the side. Giveaway high slot for Pizzetta. He doesn't shoot. He can't settle it down. And here comes Suzuki up over the line. Into the zone. It's knocked away. Villeneuve with a nice job. Long cross ice. Marlies into the Wolves zone. Marlies into the corner. Down low. Still driving it. Trying to pull it in front. And it's the Wolves taking it away. They're going to use those boards. They can't get it out. Marlies hold it in. Trying to come through between the legs. Nifty play there by Cowan. Then it's taken away from him. Wolves into the Marlies zone. 8 minutes to go. Mermis turning around. Long outlet pass. Trying to hit Cowan. It's behind him. Cowan stick lift. Takes it away. Plays it in front. Oh, ball. The Marlies so close. Benning bringing it in. Rips it wide past Cowan. Cowan hanging on to it. The Marlies with great chances, but they just kept missing the puck. A backhand by Cowan. That's going to go high in the corner. Cowan still has it. Grabs a hold of the stick by Cal Foot. Cowan and Foot battling in the corner, and Foot is going to get this one out. Holy smokes. Yes, the Wolves are Carolina's affiliate. That is correct. Holy smokes. 7:26 to go. The Marlies with big pressure there, and they just could not find the puck. Count needs to pull up the jock strap and get going here. Absolutely wild. Hey, Bob, what's going on? Game 6 tonight. That is right. In about an hour and 20 minutes. Should be more than enough time to get some foods, eat some foods. Crosby said he wants to play as long as he can. Love it, Joshua. And I think he has the absolute right. Oh, Lisa, don't even get me started about that news outlet. Will we get a game 7, Bob? That is the question. Will we see an end to this one in regulation? Because they play out of the Chicago area. They're not playing in Carolina. So Toronto, the Marlies play in Toronto. The Marlies used to play in St. John's, so it was the St. John's Marlies. So yeah, it's just where they play. We got lucky. The Marlies got lucky that we had that arena. Originally, the Ricoh Coliseum, then it got converted, and they moved them from St. John's to Toronto, which is very clutch. There have been times when they've had an emergency call-up situation, and guys are already in Toronto, so they just have to go down the street. Hey, Beverly, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. All right, face-off's going to be at center ice. 7:26 to go. No, they got up to 23 runs, Seth. Oh, my goodness. We saw when they were at 18. 23 runs. That is crazy. The Rockies crushing it. Herman, what's up? You got the Manitoba Moose. Going to put this one around. Marlies, hand going to knock it down. Held in at the line. Chicago putting it deep in the corner. Rafai trying to get this one up. It's going to come out. Chicago with possession through the neutral zone into the Marley side, but it's going to be an offside call. Slavin just jumping in a little offside. Right? I hope they will. They won game one. Couple of goals from Slavin are both game-winning goals. Game 5 versus Texas. And then game 1 in the other series, 2 game-winning goals for him. We're all tied up here. Ashley, how's it going? They used to be St. John's. And a couple of years ago, they moved to Toronto. So it is a best of 7. But they do a 2-3-2. So it's 2 games in Chicago, 3 in Toronto, and then 6 and 7, if needed, will be in Chicago. In the corner, Lettieri trying to come out in front. He cannot. Valimaki playing it around the boards. Shuffled back over to Lettieri. He plays this up. Big blast. Toronto scores! On the rebound, Bo Grew is going to pick up the garbage and smash it in. Grew gets it done, and a big-time goal here by a big-time player. Bo Grew just buries it on the rebound. And the Marlies going to take the lead. Holy smokes. Winning those battles, pushing those battles. Grew, he was right there in front. It comes, big rebound, just drops down, and he puts it past Primu. So good job, really good job. Shaw around the net to Lettieri. He puts it back. Villeneuve with the blast from the point, and Grew puts it in. So Lettieri and Villeneuve should get the assists. A big shot, and the puck just dropped right down outside the blue ice. Grew was right there in front, and he puts it down. I agree, 23rd. Grew very much reminds me of a Matthew Nyes type player. In fact, I would love to see a Grew Nyes Matthews combination. Would be outstanding. Trying to work this down is Benning. 4-3 Marlies, 6:20 to go. Third period. Wow. Oh, the D was right there, but they couldn't clear Grew out. He had his feet planted, and that shot came so fast. Marlies trying to chip it out. Chicago keeps it in. Behind the net, Benning going to play it up. That pass is tipped out of the zone. Marlies racing in. Here comes Forberg. Behind the back pass, coming right up. Oh, what a stop. Good try there. The Marlies coming in. Hames couldn't put it in. Forberg with a nifty pass, and Hames just couldn't get a hold of it. This is going to be coming up. Here we go. Steph, welcome in. Again, huge shout out, Steph and Lisa. You guys have been here since the opening puck drop. Rick as well. And a couple others, thank you so much for spending the afternoon with us. This playing it around, trying to get this one out. Yeah, Joshua, I agree with you there. In the corner, Valimaki going to pick this one up. Nylander coming in on the forecheck. Wolves going to try the other side. 5:15 to go. Little drop back pass. Chicago pinching up, threading it through the middle. It's knocked down. Nifty little play, and the Marlies just going to bank it off the boards. Get it out to the red line. Valimaki back through the middle of the ice. Little flip pass, trying to get it away from Pare. Into the zone. Going to be played around. Valimaki, he is everywhere today. Comes right out in front. High slot. A lot of time. Big shot, and that's going to be deflected wide. Chicago was all alone with a great opportunity. Putting it across again. Another blast. As Noah Phillip now with a good chance wide open, and he passed it away. Marlies racing this one down. Chicago playing it back up. Transition game important right now. And Chicago has, I think, been better on the transitions. Marley going to play this one out as their player dives headfirst over the bench to avoid too many men. Marley's coming in again, and the shot goes wide. He literally dove into the bench. You just saw his feet sticking up off the bench. That was funny. Anything to avoid the too many men on the ice call. Chicago working this one up now. On the move. Oh, Steph, it is my absolute pleasure. Trying to bring this one free. Comes out, held in. Here's a shot. Great blocker save by Akhtiamov. Huge stop. Under 4 minutes to go now. Thrun is pushing up on his man. Bringing it across. Another big save. Off the skate, and that goes just wide. Akhtiamov, He made a stop. The rebound hit a skate and it trickled just past the goalpost. Chicago again going for the wraparound. They can't get it. The Wolves have upped the intensity. The Marlies are crumbling underneath it. They need to stand their zone. Thronna's going to fall on top of it. He's taken a couple of whacks from Skylar Brindamore. Another one. Brindamore is all over him. Ref's letting everything go right now. It's turned over. Grew is going to pick it up. He's going to airlift this one out. 3:14 to go. Chicago turning quickly into the Toronto zone, bringing this one up over the line. It's going to go around behind the net. Trying to play this one up. Sim trying to chip it out. Fourth line getting some time here with 3 minutes to go. Marlies shoving at it. They can't clear. Chicago in the corner. Hames trying to bring it around. Going to come to the line. The Wolves hold it in. Playing it deep in the corner. Comes around behind the net. There is a loose stick there. Oh, the player falls over the broken stick. It's still in the corner. Falls again. Sim picks it up and he's going to clear this one out. It's rolling, and it's going to go just wide of the net. And it's going to be an icing call with 2:33 to go. Holy smokes. Absolutely wild. Joe, what's going on? Welcome in. Bo Grew right now. What a game he is having. Vacations, how's it going? Let's go, Marlies. Joe, he has been okay tonight. A couple scrambly plays, but that's because of poor defense in front of him. Skylar Brindamore all over Henry Thrun there behind the net. A broken stick, which is going to come to help Toronto. Here we go. 2.5 to go. Third period. Chicago has had 6 scoring chances. An empty net for Chicago. 6 on 5. Marlies winning the draw. They can't clear. 6 on 5. It's an empty net. Chicago pulls their tendy. This down around in the corner. Big battle going on. Don't know where the puck is. Chicago now going to bring it behind. Trying to pull it there. It's going to come. They pull it away from Akhtiamov. He was trying to cover it, and it comes out and all the way down. It's going to be another icing. No, it's not far enough for icing. No icing call. 2:05 to go. It is a net empty. Cristiano, empty net for the Wolves. 2 minutes to go. Marlies putting it up over the red line. Here they come. Got to get out. They got to take up. They shoot for the empty net, and they miss. Cedric Pare had to wait for the rest of the Marlies to get out of the zone, and he shot towards the net, and he missed. Here come the Wolves. Dumping it in. Akhtiamov going to cut it off. He does not shoot for the empty net. They played around the boards and all the way down, and this time it will be an icing just barely as Tvorberg was racing in, almost got there ahead of it. 1:33 to go now, folks. 1:33. Oh, boy. We got a big moment here. We need the Marlies defense to be top-notch. If you're just coming in, welcome. Make sure you hit that like button for us. Smash that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. We're going to be back in like an hour and 10 minutes for the Carolina Hurricanes and Vegas Golden Knights. I hope you hockey fans will come back and join us for that one. Archie, I'm actually not sure what I'm doing with the draft yet. To be determined. Marlies are going to finish this at home. I hope so. That would be awesome, you. All right, we got a little timeout called here. Wolves trying to draw up a plan. Great job done here. Another great game. Game 1 was fantastic. The Marlies were able to get an empty net goal to go ahead there. And it looks like they're trying to do it again. Golden, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Angelo, welcome in as well. Thank you for lighting that blue lamp. And welcome to the team. Skylar Brindamore has been very, very good in the faceoff circle. He is going to be in there against Shaw. Shaw and Brindamore in the Marlies zone to the left of Akhtiamov. Brindamore wins it again. Back to the point for Valimaki. Valimaki going to pass it around. Chicago, the half boards, going to play it back to the point. They're moving this one around. Big traffic in front. Now it backs away. Look out. They try to swat at it with the gloves. Everybody misses it. Akhtiamov had to be sharp. 1:16 to go. Shaw in the corner trying to freeze it. Puck comes loose. This is going to be cleared out by Thrun, and that is going to go wide of the net. It'll be another icing call. 1:05 to go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a big-time Father's Day giveaway, and for those that have been entering over the last week or so, the names have been submitted. So the names have been submitted. I'm waiting for a text message back to see the top 2 names, because just in case the winner changes their mind and they don't want to take ownership of the prize, it'll go to the next name. But good luck to everybody. We'll hopefully make that announcement during our second game tonight. Here's a shot that's going to be blocked. Another shot's going to be blocked. Going in the corner. Marlies racing over. They cannot clear. Playing it up. Another shot blocked. They can't clear again. High slot with a shot. This one is down. Akhtiamov is looking. Thrun has it in the corner. He's going to shoot again for the empty net. And again, he's going to miss. 42 seconds to go. Another icing call as Henry Thrun has now iced the puck about 3 times here. Taking some shots, trying to clear it out. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get the winning name back. Hey, Jeff, what's going on? Off the draw, Henry Thrun is going to hammer it around the boards. Again, it's going to come to the line. Marlies get it out. They're going to bank it off. And it actually hits somebody at the bench. One of the gloves kind of hanging over. And so it's going to be another face-off coming up. Not an icing this time, so at least the Marlies can change up and get some fresh legs on the ice here. So a tired group gets to exchange. So face-off will be just outside the Marlies zone. 33.8 seconds to go. Hey, Gazarian, how's it going? I'm going Canes. I'm going Canes tonight. That game will be just over an hour from now. Little pushing and shoving off the draw. Marlies going to win this one. They're going to shoot it again out of their own zone, trying to shovel it down to the Wolves' end. Chicago very quickly bringing it up ice. A lane to drive to the net, pulling away. Chicago back to the point. The Wolves setting it up in the middle of the ice. Here's a shot. It goes off. A rebound. They score. Oh, the Wolves tie it up. Oh, they tie it up. They do it again. So many chances for the empty net, and Toronto misses. And Chicago, and guess who it is? Valimaki. We've been talking about him all game. Valimaki gets the goal and ties it up at 4s with 34 seconds to go. Marley scrambling. A good shot. It goes off the end boards. And again, how many times have we seen these goals come off the end boards? Artyomov overplays it. It goes off the end boards. He pushes across, and this one is up and in just inside the post. I don't know what Henry Thrun was doing, diving across like that. But we're all tied up with 10 seconds to go, folks. Here comes Chicago, one last chance. Putting this one in, and we are going to overtime. We're getting overtime here in game 2 between the Wolves and the Marlies. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. Valimaki. What a game he is having. Valimaki has been outstanding. Unbelievable. This guy. So 2 goals by the Wolves in this third period. Valimaki with both of them. He tied it up at 3s, grew. He gets his second of the game, putting the Marlies ahead. And then with 15 seconds or so left, Valimaki gets the tying goal. Wow. He has been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So let's take a look here at Valimaki. because he's been wild. 6'2", 215 pounds. Valimaki was originally drafted by the Calgary Flames in 2017. He was a first-round pick, 16th overall, born in Finland. In these Calder Cup playoffs in 18 games, he has 5 goals and 8 assists for 13 points. In the regular season, he only played 24 games. He had 20 points, which is amazing. The year before, he split it. He did play with the Tucson Roadrunners, played 3 games there where he had 3 points in 3 games. Back in 21-22, he played for the Stockton Heat, had 18 points in 35 games. So I guess he went elsewhere to play for a couple years in between, but boy, oh boy, absolutely crazy. 13 points in 18 games. He's been moving, and none bigger than what he has had in these last couple. Absolutely crazy. Marlies defense is terrible. I thought I was watching the Leafs in the last 2 minutes. Unreal. I mean, it was there, right? It was there for the taking. They were driving it. Marlies just a couple chances to clear. Henry Thrun throwing it down, and it was just missing the empty net. They fought through all the icing calls. They just couldn't get it in that empty net. And then this one again, a shot off the end boards. And I don't understand what Akhtiamov was doing there. He came way out to the right. The shot was going wide. I don't know why he came so far out, just completely misplayed it. And then he had to kind of double push across back to his left. And he got there in time, but he was down very, very low. And because of that, Valimaki had a wide open net to put it in for. And after days, the Wolves had 7 empty net goals this year. I don't know if that's impressive or not. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's anytime you get an empty net goal, it's good. But when you miss the empty net so many times, I mean, you gotta do better than that when you have the chance. So OT, there it is. Thank you, Onyx. 5-on-5 for 20 minutes. 5-on-5 for 20 minutes. You know why they're doing this? It's just because they're like, we don't really want to give Sam much of a break between games. We just want to go from one to the other. What are the odds that Hurricanes goes to OT tonight? Ooh, Joshua. I mean, certainly anything is possible. Anything is possible. And those games have been so close, right? They've been so close. They've been all over the place. So yeah, I don't know. Who are we expecting? Let me just check the starting goaltenders. Yes, Bussy is expected to be the starter. Looks like Freddie Anderson is going to be the backup tonight. Kochikov is not going to be dressed, so he'll be the third goaltender. Anderson back on the bench, which is a good sign. You get worried when a guy takes a headshot and is knocked out for a few games. But yeah, I mean, we've had 5-4 in game 1, 4-3 overtime in game 2, 5-4 overtime in game 3, 5-3 in game 4, 4-2 in game 5. So they've been pretty close games. They've been pretty evenly matched. So, I mean, there's a chance. But my goodness, can we do 2 streams today and have them both go to overtime? That would be wild. Henry, that really sucked. Yeah, I was kind of hoping, man, I was hoping they would have held it off. I was hoping they would have held it off and been able to pull through it. But it has been a pretty good game so far. Let me close all of these. So your goal scorers, will run through it for the first 3 periods of play. Legault got his first from Slavin and Gunler. We have Grew got his 6 from Lettieri. Noah Philp his 6 from Robida and Nadal. In the second period, on a penalty shot, Alex Nylander got his 6. Then Logan Shaw got his 8th from Villeneuve and Benning. Valimaki his 4th from Suzuki and Robida. Grew his 2nd of the game and 7th overall from Villeneuve and Lettieri. And then Valimaki with his 5th and 2nd of the game from Philp and Suzuki. I mean, he's been absolutely amazing. Late in games, Valimaki has been an absolute monster. He's been a beast. Total shots through 3 periods of play. 30 shots for Toronto, 31 for Chicago. Toronto is 0 for 2 on the power play. Chicago is 1 for 4, but Toronto did have that goal on the penalty shot, which is awesome, which was so good to see. Logan Shaw has 3 shots. Grew has 2 shots tonight. Vallis has 3 shots, 2 for Haim, 2 for Cowan, 2 for Pizzetta, 2 for Lettieri, 4 shots for Ryan Svorberg tonight, 2 for Rafai, and 4 for Alex Nylander. On the other side for the Wolves, 3 shots for Fensmore, 5 shots from Valamenki, Legault with 3 shots, 1 for Suzuki, 4 for Seeley, 2 for Phillip, 4 shots for Skylar Brindamore, 2 for Cal Foote, and 2 for Bradley Nadeau. So a lot of shots, guys getting a lot of shots. Goaltenders being tested. Akiyamov, 27 saves from 31 shots against. Caden Premu, 26 shots against. 30 shots against. He's made 26 saves. So absolutely wild. Let's see here. Let's back it up. Good night, Beverly. Take it easy. So good to see you as always. All hands on deck. Go Marlies. Let's see here. Onyx. If so, I want overtime and a half. Overtime and a half. Well, Toronto's gonna lose. I hope not. I hope not. Let's see here. Canadian League, if Toronto loses, the winner will be a Canadian. What? No, Onyx, not in the AHL. The AHL is you're thinking of the OHL. We're in the AHL. Hey, Cal. I was planning to go to a game on Friday. Might not make it there at this point. 5-4. Henry's calling 5-4 Hurricanes. I think it'll be good. I'd love to see the Hurricanes get something going. Would love to see the Hurricanes do something real big. Would be awesome. Oh, man. So, yeah, if you missed it earlier, we were talking. I had a chance to get out on the ice yesterday. Had a chance to go skate, shoot some pucks. It was so much fun. But, man, I'm paying the price today. I am so sore today. Oh, boy. But loving this kind of hockey. That's okay, Onyx. That's okay. But boy, oh boy, it's been back and forth. The Wolves, they were ahead 2-1 after 1. The Marlies were ahead 3-2 after 2. We were tied for a good part of the third period, and then Grew gave the Marlies the lead, and Valimaki took it back right at the end of the period. So 4-4 going to overtime, and it is going to be a crazy overtime. Crazy overtime. And yeah, why do they have up on the score thing? I think TSN, you kind of made a boo-boo right now. They have it up saying Toronto leads the series 2-0. So either they got the script and are leaking it, or somebody made a little oopsie-daisy, a little typo. It's Prep's fault. Always blame Prep. Is the ratio of Canadian players similar to the AHL if we win? So either way. Yes and no. I mean, I think the ratio kind of holds true. This is the feeder system. So when everybody gets drafted or they go undrafted, but they get signed to a team, they end up going to the Marlies and then they can get called up to play. There are some that have strictly AHL deals, but really the AHL is kind of that feeder team. So once you get drafted or signed, if you don't go play on the big NHL club some will elect to go play in the KHL or Finland, Sweden or whatnot. But if you elect to stay in North America, you would come and play here. Is this setting a precedent for the Maple Leafs? Redbird, if the Maple Leafs made it to the Stanley Cup final, I would be okay, win or lose. If they got all the way to the championship round, I would be okay whatever happens. Obviously, we all know what I would like to see happen, but I would be okay with that. That would make my day, especially if they end up playing like a Colorado or somebody good. if they ended up, I mean, man, if the Maple Leafs made it to the Stanley Cup Finals against Vegas next year and you had a Matthews versus Marner, how crazy would that be? But I don't like Vegas, so I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to have that. I would absolutely love to see a Toronto Edmonton, Toronto Colorado. Those would be great. Even imagine a Toronto San Jose would be super exciting. I I just want to see a good final. I want to see a team with good players with good skill. It'd be great. One day, Matt, it will come eventually. It will come eventually. The problem is there's only a handful, a little over a handful of Canadian teams, right? So the percentages are already not in Canada's favor. And then when you make, most of the time, not all Canadian teams make the playoffs. So they're already at an extreme disadvantage to begin with. Want to see Vegas come back? Kyle's hoping for that game 7. All right, we're just a few minutes away from overtime, and overtime is going to be huge. The Marlies defense has been their weak spot here in the game tonight. Their defensive breakdowns has been often. And so that is not something they can afford to continue doing. They need to tighten up, button up defensively, stop icing the puck as much as they have, and just smart passes, right? Smart clearing attempts. They're trying to force things a little too much. So they're going to go to one last commercial break here, and then we'll be back for some overtime. And hopefully we'll get a little bit of a break before the next stream starts. Because, I don't want to eat. I hate eating during the streams, but we may have to. Oh my goodness. This is nuts. There it is. The Blue Jays going down to the Yankees today, 8-3. The Alouettes beating the Argonauts yesterday was a heartbreak. Would have liked to see the Argos pull that one off. Argos play again next weekend. We'll see if we can pick that one up for you. But let's go. Did the Marlies win? So it's going to overtime. We're going to overtime. It's tied 4-4. Chicago just scoring late. Very late. Look at that. 23-9 Colorado. Wow. 23-9. The Rockies won. That 23. Not every day you see a team put 23 runs up on the board. LB needs to change. Buck call. Hoffman got called for Buck today. Oh, Joshua, I'll have to go back and take a look. I can understand someone like Gosman who does the rock, and he has to come to a complete stop. But yeah, I mean, what did Hoffman do? Was it obvious, or was it like just a bad call? I mean, it's Hoffman, so anything is possible. All right, overtime rules. Teams play 20-minute overtime periods at full strength until a goal is scored. It is that simple. 5-on-5 for increments of 20 minutes. They'll play 20, they'll go to a break. They'll play 20, they'll go to a break. And they'll keep on keeping on until a goal is scored. So 1 goal left to go. The Wolves have played in a few 1-goal games. Marlies weren't expected to get this far. Hoffman didn't do anything. All right, I'll have to go back and take a look later tonight. 13 1-goal games is a Wolves postseason record. They're on the ice. They haven't turned the lights on yet, though. But they're ready to go as soon as they turn on the lights. That's kind of funny. Stadium people, house lights on, please. We want to play some overtime. Let this be a quick overtime win so Uncle Sam here has a chance to eat some dinner before Colorado and Vegas kick it over in 50 minutes. All right, now they've turned on the lights. Thank you so much. Little applause from the crowd as the lights come on. Valimaki going to be starting things off here. Will we see a hat trick? Will Bo Grew win it for the trick? Will Valimaki win it with the trick? Who's going to get it? Whoa. Widgets. The Widgets are having some issues. The Widgets always have issues with overtime. All right, we'll set this one, get that ready to go. This one will come along. It always takes a minute. It'll pop back up. Here we go. Overtime is officially underway. Puck is dropped. All these Widgets don't expect overtime. So when there's overtime, they're like, what do we do? Wolves going to pick it up. Wolves going to bring this one across into the zone. Going to play this one deep in around the corner. Marlies going to go off the glass. Again, it's the long change. So they're situated like they were in the second period. Hames going to backhand this one up. Cowan is breaking forward. It would be great to see the Cowboy get a chance to put one in and do something. Water hasn't really seemed to dry up. It's still pooling pretty bad. Over the line. Thierry trying to dig that one free. It's going to come out, bring it around. Still trying to come through. So let's go, right? Marlies are 2-0 in overtime in these playoffs. Wolves are 2-2. Hopefully the widget will pop up sometime soon. Face-off coming up here on the Marlies side of the ice. Off the draw, it's going to come out past the Chicago defender. All the way down, Marlies going to change it up. Grew coming in on the forecheck, playing it around behind. Legault getting it up. Chicago getting it out of their zone. Nylander taking away the center of the ice. Pass up. Marlies going to put it in, but they're offside. Just offside. Have to be better than that. There we go. See, it was only a matter of time. Holy, it's all out of whack, though. This coming up. Marlies trying to play it around. Marlies, they do take flight to head to Toronto in the morning. In the Wolves zone, Nylander behind the net trying to bring it around in front. Nylander playing it over to Pare. That one misses. Pare trying to come in the corner. He's going to lay a hit. Marlies pinching up, trying to move it. They hold it in the zone. Give it over to Rafai. He's open. They don't. They elect to shoot. And it's into the glove of Caden Premu. Big save here for Premu. So good shot there. Good stop. So yeah, they're just going to keep going right now. Got to be careful. Got to play smart. Trying to move some things around. So face off in the Chicago Wolves zone. Marlies are set. Off the draw, Marlies going to win this back to the point. Oh, they're going to blow it down and say false start. Do it again. That was close. So let's drop it again, shall we? Marlies set. Chicago coming in. Dicks are down. Scramble. Marlies bringing it right out. Fanning on the shot was Cowan. Oh, Cowan with a chance in the high slot. He completely fanned on the puck. Come on, Cowan. You got to be better than that. This around the corner. Robidoux coming in. This can be played up by Benning. Back in the corner. Benning isn't there. In front, the Wolves deking around. Akiyamada with a huge save. Akhtiamov, unbelievable. What a glorious stop. Marley's going to put this in the Wolves zone. Chicago sending it right back down, tipping it in the Toronto end. Toronto playing it around. Benning picking this one up. He's going to come off the boards. It's kept in. Offside, though. Now here comes Johnston dropping it for Cowan. Cowan spinning around, falls, getting it to the point, and this shot goes wide. What is up with Cowan right now? He's having a tough OT. In the corner, Chicago going to send this down the ice. into the Marlies zone. Marlies standing up. Mermis going to break it up. Loose puck sitting there. Chicago pounces on it. Comes to the high slot. Akhtiamov plays it into the corner. Oh, my goodness. Sloppy play by the Marlies. Here they come, 3-on-2. Into the zone, trying to get it over to Sim. That one is knocked down. Sim going to play it around behind to Pizzetta. Pizzetta taking a bump. Pizza Man trying to stop it with his feet. This is going to come back to the line for Johnston. Plays it around behind the net, and the Wolves shovel it out. Comes to the neutral zone, and it's Dakota Mermis setting it up. Shaw coming on. Marlies changing up. Shaw going to drop this one back. Marlies a little outlet play. They're going to bring it up. Lettieri coming around in front. It's behind the net. Shaw digging at it. They score! They score! They score! Oh, baby! The Marlies put this one in overtime and take a 2-0 series lead. What a goal! Shaw at the side of the net. They're going to double check this one. The puck was there. Shaw sees it and he bats it in. The referees are having a huddle. They're having a little conversation. The Marlies still celebrating a huge stop by Akhtiamov. And the Marlies come right down the ice and get an opportunity at the side. Referees are still talking. And the rule is a good goal on the ice. Now they're going to go upstairs, I believe. Slavin having a conversation. So let's see. Lettieri shovels it in front of the net. It hits the Wolves player in front. It's at the side. It hit Fensor. It's at the side, and Shaw hits this one in. So it's sitting right there at the side of the post. How did that go in? It goes, I guess he just pulled his foot off the pad and it goes underneath. So the puck was sitting there beside the post. And I think as the goaltender Primu looks to his left, his foot comes off the post. And it just somehow goes, I don't know if it went under his skate or beside his skate. But it's in the net, and it's called a good goal on the ice. So they are taking a long look at this. Primu's moving off the net. Shaw, he didn't push the pad. He pushes the puck. And it rolls up and over his pad and into the net. We're still waiting. Thanks, Onyx. Ryan, how's it going? We'll see. Oh, my chat froze. I'm sorry. There's a lot of comments there. So it is official. The game is over. The Marlies take the win. Congratulations, folks. I'm going to run and eat. We're going to skip our post-game wrap-up here. I'm going to go and eat because, well, we got another game in 40 minutes. So thank you for watching, mods. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. I hope you'll come back in 40 minutes for the Vegas Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. Game is officially in the books. Congratulations to Logan Shaw, who gets the goal from Lettieri and Villeneuve to win the game. The Marlies get it done. They're up 2-0. We'll see you in 40 minutes time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all that. We'll see you soon. If you're not coming back to watch the game later tonight, why not? Come say hello. We'll see you in a bit. Take care, everybody. Peace, love, and go hockey go.
Thanks for hanging here tonight. Appreciate every click and like. You brought the fire. You brought the fun. Couldn't do this without it.